you live. Like if you're in Jersey, yeah.
Oh,
there's
absolutely.
Oh yeah, there's
Polish
like a
population back
fair,
there.
there's a fair like Polish minority in these parts.
Yeah, like you're not. In
Actually, I should
Chicago,
check out that one
Alright, and we're
nearby
live again.
liquor store.
Oh,
I think it is
hello.
Polish. Hello.
Oh, we're live again. To give a short version, we ended the last stream on. The content of this session of Tome of Curse of Strahd may be considered similar to some of the shit currently going on in the world. This was written long before things got to the point they are currently at. Call that an unhappy accident. Me and Mist, as the host of this channel, aren't in favor of that shit. Sorry for the similarities. Carry on, Mist.
Yes, if you are uncomfortable with events related to mass slaughter and the big G word, I'm not going to say it again in case my internet gets stricken again.
Smote by the fucking
the YouTube words.
Yeah, what's the TikTok word for it?
I know unalive is like the word for this is the big S word that they use. I don't know what the other one.
Motherfucker, we don't have AdSense on. You can just say it.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm not saying the word because I don't want the bad luck to happen. Okay?
Mr. YouTube, strike him down.
Exactly.
Kill this man.
But yeah. So yeah, we.
No, is YouTube CEO a man now?
Yeah. See,
is it Mr. YouTube now?
See, the big G word he was actually talking about was gooning.
Anyway,
yeah. Any parallels are happenstance, and if you are uncomfortable with any of those things, please either skip this session if you are listening to this, or if you're listening back to it, just be aware of what's going to be in this session. All right. So, with Strahd having left the room, he has departed in rage with Rahadin to get things ready. He told you all to meet him in Balaki near the hill where the Dusk Elves reside. If you have any things you need to prepare yourself, he said he'll meet you there within 4 hours. So if you have anything that you need to get ready, otherwise we can fast forward time.
Can I assume that my staff is recharged, long rested, all that?
Yeah, everyone's been long rested way before last session. It's been 6 months.
Yeah, it's been a while. I need to like remember how much.
So if you need to switch prepared spells, anything of the sort, you are free to do so.
I need to like double check here, like what animate dead looks like. Our levels. Actually, I'm just gonna put it here so I can read out more. Because I definitely, given the fact I do have animate dead, I would definitely probably try to bring. I'd love to bring in some undead for some fun in games.
Oh no. Ugh. Make Magyar uncomfortable any percent speed run this whole fucking session.
Undead start eating people.
Well, one of us is undead now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be deep.
Magyar, don't say the word.
Alright, does everyone have everything prepared?
I have been ready.
Good to go.
I have my sword.
Okay.
I am my sword.
Okay.
Okay, Ichigo.
Okay, yeah. With like the undead thing in terms of like actually like controlling to some degree, I would cast at like a higher level, so it would be 4th level, which means I would have like 5 under my control. As far as what it says with how higher level works. Fun times.
Alright. So, as the mist begins to wrap everyone's visions and begins to fade, the tops of pine trees pepper your periphery. Fading light far beyond the clouds grows distant, and you recognize that it is nearly sundown here in Barovia. You linger around a circle of figures clad in dark cloaks and leather armor. Many of their faces are obscured, but the few that are visible have distinctly elven features. At their feet is an unmoving humanoid shape. A muffled but forceful shockwave of energy erupts from the crowd. Their hoods are thrown back, and one of the elves lunges at you, their eyes burning with death and hatred. "Traitor!" they shout, locking eyes with Rahadin, who stands unmoving at your side. The now unhooded elf spits forcibly, but their projectile meets an invisible wall and drips through the air. The elf that tried to spit at Rahadin is this man here.
Is that the guy who wants to go to the top of the mountain?
These characters
Yes.
know this man as Casimir Velikov, the brother of Petrina, and the leader of the Dusk Elves.
Kinslayer speaking of betrayal. How fitting.
But yes, this cage that these elves are in right now are from a scroll that Strahd had prepared, and they are trapped in a force cage currently. The cage is 20 feet on a side and is made from 1.5 diameter bars spaced is spaced ½ inch apart. Strahd is currently climbing the hill right now. He will be here shortly. So if you wish to investigate the area, speak with Rahadin, or interrogate the Dusk Elves, you are free to do so.
I do wish to interrogate one of the Dusk Elves,
Hi.
but I
Trapped inside
Cannot
are
do so.
13 Dusk Elves, including Casimir and the body of Petrina.
Is there any way for me to remove one of these elves from the cage?
No.
Is there any way for me to enter the cage?
No.
But I can't do my cool gimmick. Yeah. You said the cage is barred.
It's magically barred. There are red bars you can see.
Could my arm fit through one of these bars?
Barely. It's a ½ inch apart.
Great. I'm gonna try to do something. Let me find what I would do this with. So since my hand can go through the bar, I'm literally gonna do and he's within range, I'm just gonna do an unarmed attack on this guy here.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to activate the psionic thrust.
Okay.
So I'll just hit him for like unarmed damage. Not much.
Okay. That is your strength mod.
Yes, my strength mod plus. No, oh no, you're talking about the attack.
No, I'm saying that's how much
Telekinetic
damage you do.
thrust.
Your damage is your strength mod. Could you-
Gotcha. But using that, I'm going to activate
9.
telekinetic.
So.
I'm activating telekinetic thrust.
Okay.
So it's 8 plus 5, so plus 3, so that is a 16 DC to beat to not be thrusted.
Okay. They nat 1.
I'm pulling them up against the bars.
Okay.
So I'm pulling this elf to here, up against the bars.
Okay.
and then I'm going to grab them and hold them against the bars, and I'm going to try to bite their neck.
Okay. Since they are grappled, you can do so. A bite is a melee weapon attack with strength mod with a reach of 5.
Let me actually make a bite attack, because I need that now.
Your bite attack is a 1d6 plus your strength mod. Plus 3d6 necrotic damage. Sorry, not 3d6, it's a 1d6 for you, because you're still growing.
The damage is a 1d6.
The damage is 1d6. It has 1d6 piercing damage plus your strength mod, and then there's an additional 1d6 necrotic damage.
Piercing, and then 1d6 necrotic. Okay, and then yeah, so
That's a hit. All right, he's dead.
I'm trying. That's cool. I'm actually trying to drain him dry.
Oh, he only had 2 hit points, so you biting into him kills him.
Well, I'm still gonna drain him.
Bro was dry.
Your punch knocked over half his hit points down. He only had 11 hit points.
Well, I couldn't hit it. I couldn't do the thrust without attacking him first. But the point is, I'm trying to drain him dry so I can like absorb his memories.
Yeah, draining the bite is the only way. You can't do non-lethal with the bite, sadly, so he is dead.
Well, I don't mind if he dies. I'm just trying to drain his memories.
You don't get much because he dies from the bite as you bite into him, so you don't get much. The only thing that you are able to see is him and the other Dusk Elves in this cage, and along with some other Dusk Elf women and children, stoning Patrina to death.
Are any of those children in the cage?
No.
I'll turn around and go.
The only people in this cage are men.
Yeah. I turn to Rod and I go, the ones who killed Patrina were children. They're not in the cage.
No, it wasn't just children. It was men, women, and children.
None of the ones who killed Patrina are in this cage.
Also incorrect. These guys took part in killing them too.
I only asked you if they were in the cage.
You don't understand Hravik's motivation here. He wants to commit as much war crimes as possible.
These people in this cage, the men here, along with some women and children, all took part in stoning her.
Belay my last. Everyone in this cage is responsible for her death.
We're quite aware of that. Stay your hand from here on, Hravik. We need to keep the men alive. Strahd's orders.
This whole sequence is one of the few spoilers I know from Curse of Strahd that I'm not happy right now.
You know what? Hravik turns to Rod and goes, the entire time I was doing that, you didn't feel like mentioning Strahd wanted him alive? Gonna make me look bad.
I had no issue with it. As he looks down at the corpse and smiles.
Oh.
We better hope our master doesn't have an issue with it either.
One will not be a problem. But stay.
Oh, by the way, everybody, Hravik is no longer gray. He's actually he looks young. He looks like you look when you first met him again.
So I'm not the only one who fucking got cleaned up his act, huh?
Well, you all know he's a vampire now.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
I feel like I didn't do a character introduction for Vampire Hravik.
I'm taking the piss.
Yep. Does anyone else have anything they want to do with the elves or the immediate area?
Nope.
Is there any? Yeah, I guess there are some buildings around. I guess I would.
Just anything at the top of the hill here. We'll get to that in a minute. Just anything at the immediate area.
So
here.
within the first ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I did want to check out the buildings as well, but
Because Strahd is climbing up the hill, right? And he'll be up in a minute.
Magyar does take this awkward wait, like the bickering over there, as a chance to back up a bit from the cage.
Okay.
Do I take notice of that with my what's my
I don't
my
think you
passive
need
perception?
your
Let me
passive.
check.
You can just look and see him backing up.
Yeah. Okay. I like I actually decide to approach then. What's the matter, Magyar?
We've had this conversation before. I will not have it again. I am allowed to feel uncomfortable.
Yes, but you would think after so many uncomfortable experiences you'd get used to it.
He doesn't respond.
Maybe you should give it a little bit more thought that this is this is probably going to be your life for a long, long, long time now.
Can you kindly leave me alone?
Then what's the fun in that?
Disgusting fucking creature.
And she also like leans in a little bit more. And what are you going to do about it?
You're not worth the trouble.
I mean, also whatever trouble you would cause would do nothing.
Then I simply keep my peace away from you. Go torment the people with the others. Freak.
You and I are of the same. And she kind of looks at her own.
I am of the land, you are of death, you fungus-worshipping rat. Get away from me.
And you act like that's not part of nature.
You will hear nothing
Death
else from
and
me.
something coming out of death is
You
part
will
of
hear
nature.
nothing else from me. Leave, please.
Okay. Have it your way then. And she walks away.
Zurum Cielo, is there anything you two want to do? If not, we can just move on to the
Yeah.
next part.
I can't think of anything to do in the immediate area, so I'm just going to say Zerum's like standing at attention. He's got one hand on his sword ready, just in case something goes wrong.
Okay.
Because last time,
Cielo-
big magic ritual stuff didn't go well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cielo was just like also kind of keeping her distance while just being attentive. She's not.
Yeah.
If anything, she's trying to remain neutral towards what she's saying, but she's not particularly a fan of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah, when those two start bickering, my attention is drawn there and I'm keeping an ear out on it, but I'm not interfering.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't come to blows, so there was no need to get involved.
Ravik was also watching out of the corner of his eye.
Alright. After a minute or so has passed since that conversation ended, Strahd's cloaked silhouette rises from beyond the edge of the hill, and his demonic eyes fall on the body. A look of righteous fury and a hint of pain masked beyond the rage flickers in his eyes. He walks up past the cage towards you all, and looks out towards the hill surrounding them. Find the rest so that we may never be plagued by their ilk again. Rahadin unsheaths a sword and marches across the grass towards a smokestack climbing into the sky no more than 100 feet away. So, Rahadin's going off into the woods. These houses, though, are your responsibility.
No, well that sounds like fun.
So go
Hey,
find the remaining Dusk Elves.
Hey, I missed. I did say before I did use Animate Dead to get myself like just like five just kind of fodder undead with me.
Okay.
Like I'm fairly certain. Doesn't animate that just give you zombies, right? Because I posted the description here for animate dead.
It becomes a skeleton if you choose bones, or a zombie if you choose a corpse.
I'll do skeleton. Skeletons sound fun.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to turn to Magyar.
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the house over here.
And seeing the glance, yes, Zero?
It's best you and her stay apart for now. Can't have any infighting during this like last time.
With
You
Glade.
come with me to the other side. We'll investigate those houses,
Gladly.
and we'll go over to this side.
All right.
You're also gonna
Ciela's free to pick a side.
Magyar's
Right.
also gonna hear Kravik in his head. And it's just gonna be a message saying, "We should talk later."
Am I allowed to respond when he
No,
he
it's
does-
not, it's not like
I
the
don't think you are.
cantrip spell message. It's just him communicating a quick message in your mind.
I'm going to assume he's looking at me and give an affirmative nod at nothing in particular.
Yeah, as you guys are like going down the hill, he says it probably. Then you cast a glimpse of each other.
Yeah.
Cielo, are you going to tag along with anyone, or are you going to go to your own house?
He is going to just silently go down the hill and walk to the south.
Okay.
Towards the house.
Zurum and Magyar, do you guys have anything you want to talk about as you're heading down the hill?
Is it really so unreasonable for me to feel at least a bit uncomfortable with all of this? I still follow the word of my lord, but my own feelings are uncomfortable, to say the least.
If you're fulfilling your obligations, your feelings are irrelevant, but shouldn't rise to barbs such as hers.
I lost my temper. You have a point. I should be above this. All right.
All right.
I'm
who
going
wants
to.
go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right.
The entrance to the houses are always on the other side of the building. So wherever you are opposite.
Yeah,
it's on the
I
other side.
figured we were looking at I figured this was like a chimney.
Yeah, that's the chimney.
Oh,
So the entrance is on the other side.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, we can head over to the
Alright.
front and then just wait.
So when you enter a house, I need. How do you want to begin looking for these guys?
I'm going to use, because I looked into it and it does work this way. Let me find it. I'm going to use the Detect Thought spell. Because I've realized I can use the Detect Thought spell to detect minds in my area.
Okay.
Let me just find the exact wording on that for you real quick. I really should put Detect Thoughts on my sheet, but I keep forgetting to. You can use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. When you cast the spell, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you. The spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal, or other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks you. You can't detect a creature with intelligence of 3 or lower. So I should be able to detect the thoughts of any creature basically in this house.
All right. You are able to detect 4 individuals in this house.
Where are they?
One is hiding under the table here. There's one under the couch here. One is hiding in the dresser, and then one is hiding behind a small table over there.
Kravik says out loud, "One of you is under the table. One of you is under the couch. One of you with the dresser." What was the last one?
There's a small table over here that they're hiding behind.
"And one behind the small table. I see each and every one of you. Stop making yourself seem so pathetic. Just step out here."
Give me an intimidation check.
I'm actually not good at intimidation. Okay, here we go.
That's surprising.
Audible voice crack from Haravik.
Hey guys, I can see you. Get out of here.
I know where you're hiding.
I can smell you.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Your favorite Southern gentleman impersonation. No one takes it seriously.
An 8. That's...
Well, with what you did, I'm going to give it advantage. With an 11, a child climbs out from under the table. A child climbs out from under the couch. An adult woman climbs out from the dresser. And another adult woman climbs up behind the small table over here.
There's 2 children in here?
2 children, 2 women. 2 adult women.
God.
Strahd wants you to bring them up to the top of the hill.
Gotcha. I address the adult women and I say, "Strahd is feeling merciful today. You should be able to avoid execution if you just come along peacefully. But be aware, if you attempt to run, I am his permission to cut you down."
One of the women gets on her hands and knees. Please, we have children. She rummages in her pockets and produces 15 gold pieces. Please, this is all we have. Please let us go.
"Bribing me won't save your life. Only by listening to my commands will you live. Do you want to live?" That was a question.
She immediately drops the gold and looks down. Yes.
"Obedience will set you free. Do as I command and follow."
Give me another intimidation with advantage, please.
Okay. Oh, rolled the wrong thing. Ignore that. I'm not investigating them.
12.
12.
The women pick up the children, and they begin to follow you.
Alright, I'll lead them back to the cage.
Okay. So as you're making your way back to the cage, we will go over to who wants to go next?
Might as well get my part out of the way, if Zurum has no objections.
Yeah. Yeah, if we want to do this as a tag team, we've probably done searching before, which is I do mundane stuff of listening out for sounds, looking at places where people can physically be, whilst you do magical search.
Right. For my own protection, I will be summoning my Fae. So I am going to be pulling out the squad of goons to protect me. Summon Wildfire Spirit, there we go. You enter, I'll follow with the spirit.
Yeah, there are... Raha didn't report it that there are currently 16 elves to find, and we have just found 4. So we still need to find 12 more.
Can I instruct my Fae spirits to go down to the next house and guard the door? Or or will it just cease being active once it's out of my sight?
It'll cease being active once it's out of your sight.
Okay.
We can use this. We could use it for intimidation. Oh, not the face spirit. I was thinking of the fire one.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good idea.
Just
Threaten to burn the whole fucking house down.
Yeah.
So yeah, face spirit can body block.
All right. How you guys gonna look inside the building?
I'm gonna use my. Can I use my big fuck off perception to try to listen for breathing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow, that's a 2.
On 11. Moment. Come on, sheet, open up. Oh my god. Roll 20.
How about a follow-up question? Can I have the face spirit like smash a chair to make some noise to see if I can just try to like spook someone to give myself advantage on the perception check? Like a
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, face spirit smash the table. Let's do a
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
there
hear
we go.
anything breathing.
So I'm gonna have the face spirit smash a table, and through the smashing, I want to see if I can listen to anybody gasp or like a shudder or something.
You do hear, once the chair breaks, you do hear someone, you do hear a gasp from behind this cover wall over here.
Behind the covers, there are at least one.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Whoa, Ravik, how'd you get over here?
Alright, I just want vision.
Damn, he's got in. We found a rabbit behind it.
I just break through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, like the Kool-Aid man, yeah.
I think more like that scene from Starship Troopers.
I would ask that you all remain somewhat serious for this moment, if you don't mind.
So, but yeah, so I'm gonna. First, I'm gonna open up the cupboard, and then I'm just gonna pull it away. Pull it out of the way if it's not someone inside.
Once you pull the cover away, you see an elven woman cowering behind it.
The Lord requires your presence. Is anyone else taking refuge with you?
No, I'm the only one here. But please. She like holds out like some sort of forest folk effigy. Please, if you take this, it will give you a prayer from our God. If you let me go.
Can I look at that and see if there's any legitimacy?
Can I use...
it is definitely an effigy dedicated to the Ladies 3.
Can I use insight to see if she's lying about being the only one here?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, that's such a shit roll.
With a 12, it seems like she seems to be telling the truth.
Oof.
And with Magier's 25 perception, he did not hear anyone else breathing.
I do have a follow-up to cover our asses anyways, as well. I will look past you. If there is anyone else here, make sure they leave because this building will burn shortly.
I'm glad we were on the same page because I was going to just say that as well.
Are you certain there is no one else here?
There's no one else here. I promise.
Get on with it then. And I'll have the fake spirit make way.
I'm going to reach towards her and knock the thing out of her hand and grab her wrist and start pulling her.
No, please. She begins to beg and cry as you begin to pull her away.
I have no sympathy for traitors, and I'm just going to drag her out of the house and towards.
Magier will walk past you and pocket the effigy.
So I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll Magyar, go on ahead to the next house. I'll take her and meet with you. Don't want to lose her.
She seems eager to flee. Hold her tightly.
Yeah, she
I'm
like
gonna drag her off into
yeah.
the middle.
As you drag her away, she like starts to, like she tries to like pound on you to like release her, but to no avail. All right, we'll hop on over to Monica now.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one.
I'm gonna go grab a bandage real quick because I cut my finger.
Ah,
Ouch.
Careful.
Every stream,
Okay.
I always find a way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess I come on in. I'll
you came
let
in through
the
you came in through the chimney, but it's okay.
oh, it's through the chimney. Oh, okay.
The,
I
the
see,
building,
I
the
see,
entrances
okay.
are always on the opposite side.
Yeah, okay, I see it now. Okay, yeah.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
No, it's fine.
I just wanted to
I'll go in through the right way.
Okay. You are inside the. Oh, also, if you don't want to check the building, you can also go check the woods nearby as well. That's for everybody as well. If you don't want to check a house, you can check the woods.
All right.
I'll get two of the skeletons to check the woods somewhat, and I will leave the other three to kind of ransack the places. I'm using kind of my the Spore Druid's stink to try and flush people out if there's anyone hiding.
What does the stink entail again?
Let me post the Spore Druid's aura again. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Here, Halo of Spores.
You have to be able to see a creature for it to affect someone.
Oh, is it the CC? Okay, I thought it was just within range. Okay,
No,
never mind.
It's not like Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Yeah,
The skeletons begin searching.
yeah, I'd probably just have the skeletons start like ransacking the building a bit, or the house a bit. I'd probably also like search a little bit with the whip drawn, the flame tongue whip, or maybe.
The skeletons have very poor perception. They rolled a 3, a 3, and a 1.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh well, it's fine. So we're going to roll perception then to try and see if I can find anyone, right?
Perception, investigation, whichever you feel is applicable.
Okay. Well, perception's my better skill, so yeah. $21.
With a 21, you are able to locate. You locate two, elven woman and a child hiding in one of the cupboards here.
Hmm.
They were scrunched up inside of it. What do you want to do? Do you want to pull them out, or do you want to convince them to come out?
I need to check my languages. I want to see if I have that. Yes, I do. Okay. I speak in Elvish and say, so, anyone else in here? No, please be honest. Unless I would hate to either ruin this building, or I bet you would also hate to invoke more wrath of our Lord.
Give me an intimidation with advantage.
Okay.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Oh.
Okay. I completely forgot I didn't have intimidation, or I don't have advantage on the Moth Earners here, but it still rolls both. So let's see, what's the higher roll? Crit.
She immediately climbs out with the child in hand and looks to you dead in the eye. There's no one else here but me and my daughter. Please, let us go. We did nothing wrong.
Well,
that woman, she was bewitched. She was becoming evil, corrupted. She then looks
And,
around. She sees the skeletons in the room and holds her child close to her.
And what do you mean by bewitched and evil?
Strahd was corrupting her, teaching her dark magic.
Okay, well,
The best mercy for her was death.
well, that's a interesting statement there. Well, you're going to have to follow me, or that will mean well, probably poor choices then if you refuse. So.
Yeah, she will immediately follow, and the skeletons will have her at sword point. So.
Yeah. I'd probably have the skeletons kind of like more or less guide them up the hill while I would try and like see if the skeletons in the woods found anything.
They were unable to find anything.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any tracks they missed or anything?
It's already been your turn, sadly. So you'll have to
Okay.
you need to escort her back up to the hill. So we're gonna move over to Cielo next.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Cielo, are you checking a house, or are you gonna go check the woods?
I think she'll go check the woods.
Okay. That is your forte.
That is her forte.
All right. So in the woods, excuse me. What are you gonna do to try to find them?
As she's searching through, she's listening for sounds that are what you would not hear in the forest, like someone trying to hide, any shuffling. That's more of just like someone cowering, just basically like what is off,
Yeah, give me a
and
survival
if
check.
there would be anyone there.
And
Survival.
since you are familiar with these woods, give me a +2.
Alright,
That is a 7.
that is a 7.
These elves rolled a nat 1 on their stealth, so yeah, you are able to locate. You were able to locate 9 elves, comprising of 4 women and 5 children.
Alright.
Immediately, they all.
How do I find them?
You find them. So you know how like in like swamps and like deep woods you have like sometimes like a hill can sometimes have like that little like overhang, and you can kind of like there's a little bit of like a cave kind of, or like a little like spot to hide in kind of in a way.
Mm-hmm.
There's like you find them in that little overhang hiding in a little spot there.
Okay.
So they would need to climb out.
Alright, so from where she's standing, she's essentially blocking the entrance, so they'll have a very difficult time if they're going to try and run away.
Like the best example I can think of is like this scene from Lord of the Rings, like this kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you find. That's the kind of thing you find them in.
Okay. She's standing upright, very tall, like almost towering from where they're crouched, and looking to all of them.
They all seem horribly frightened.
The Lord of the Land has summoned you. You will come. You will face what actions you have committed. You will not run away. This is the consequence of your people's action.
Give me an intimidation with advantage. 22. They immediately, without any arguments, climb out. The women gather up the children and begin to follow you. Or you can begin, like, kind of leading them from behind, so they don't run away.
Yep, she will have her hand on her sword while watching as they go back to the hill in silence.
Alright, first, Harabik returns to the hill with his 2. Then...
4.
4, sorry. Then Zurum with his 1. And then we're going to fast over to Magyar real quick. Magyar, everyone has found the required number that Strahd has demanded, which was 12. If you wish to give up, if you are satisfied with that, you are free to return.
Since this is all happening concurrently, I wouldn't be immediately aware of this.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Sadly,
All right.
I wouldn't be aware of this.
All right. So inside this house, what are you doing?
Well, first off, since I do not have Zurum at my back, I am going to cast Shillelagh, just in case.
Okay.
My favorite name for a spell.
Yeah.
Lady.
If there is anybody here, please come out and follow me to the top of the hill. This building will soon burn. Judgment will be imminent either way.
You get no response.
Okay. I'm going to just have the fire spirit light the table on fire.
Okay. The table's on fire. Nothing seems to happen.
I will see my way out.
You can assume that this house is probably empty. Look like you got lucky there, Magyar.
I had to stick to my word and at least put on a show. And as I leave, does anybody kind of signal out to me?
Strahd sees you and beckons you to come to him as soon as he sees the house on fire. It's at this point, as you're making your way up the hill, that you can see Cielo coming out of the woods with 9 individuals. And then across from you, you see Monica's character with her skeletons coming up the hill.
Gleva.
Gleva. Strahd looks to you, Magyar. Explain the fire.
It was a threat to get anyone hiding out. I said the building would burn, and you would see judgment whether or not you stepped forward. No one stepped forward.
Very well. At ease.
Thank you, sir. Lord. And with that correction, a visible tension leaves Magyar as he returns to a standby over here at the edge of the hill.
Strahd turns away from you and looks at what the people have gathered. So if you guys want to all gather up at the top of the hill, you're free to do so now.
Okay, sure.
As Strahd waits for you all to assemble. And then, as you guys are all assembled, you guys see Rahadin return with a group of 10 elves, bound together with a rope by the end of the after an hour. So altogether, you have a total of 22 elves.
He just had to top all of us, didn't he?
Rahadin looks to Strahd. This is not all of them, sir. There are more out there. Strahd simply closes his eyes for a moment, and then opens them. We will find them in time. This will send a message. Strahd then orders that all the elves that were gathered, that you all gathered up, to put them all in a small area here in front of the cage. And then once you've moved them all in position to move out of the way.
Okay. Can I get my Skelebros with me?
Yeah. Alright. Alright. Strahd closes his hand, and magical force releases a shockwave around the newly captured elves. The subtle thud accompanying the magical cage is punctuated by a shout. Rahadin's voice draws Strahd's eyes to Casimir Velikov, reforming from an ethereal cloud of glimmering vapor after slipping through the conjured cell. Arcane flakes of snow and ice flurry around the mage's hand, and an avalanche pours out towards the vampire lord. With an irreverent wave and a halt, the ice storm is reduced to a puddle. Rahadin rushes to his master's aid and shoves the enfeebled wizard to his knees. With a single cut, the Chamberlain lops off Casimir's ear. You may keep the other for now, so that you might hear their screams as they burn. Your sister was better than you could have ever hoped to be. You are a failure and a disgrace to our people. Strahd stares at the face of the gathered prisoners. Flames spark beneath a bound elf. In a flash, they are consumed by a raging bonfire. One. And the Dark Lord points to the next. As the mist begins to envelop your vision once more, you hear Strahd's voice. If Tatiana's beauty was as a river in a spring flood, Petrina's was a brush fire smoldering in a dying forest. With her flame extinguished, I ensure her murderers joined me in the cold night. And that is the end of Chapter 10.
Good fucking lord.
Alright.
And with that, Bell, Kat, and Marcus, you have been expelled from the tome once more.
My 5 questions. Miss.
Go ahead.
First, are you the same entity I've been speaking to?
Yes.
Is there any way to revive that woman who was stoned to death by her people?
Yes.
Would you or any forces related to you prevent such a thing if we were to attempt it?
No.
Okay. Does anyone else have questions? Because I'm drawing a blank on 4 and 5.
Are you in Barovia?
Good question. Are you in Barovia?
This should be one word, right?
Yeah.
I said it has to be one word. I think what we agreed on, the answer is long.
Somewhat.
Somewhat, okay.
Then at least an aspect of you watches us from on high.
Yes.
I will think it and cut the connection.
I would have made the last question, are you friend or foe, but
Oh, fuck. I can't. Well, I mean, we have more tome chapters. That's a good one. I'll fucking keep that.
Mm.
Are you friend or foe? Do you seek us for entertainment?
I don't really care if it seeks us for entertainment.
I care. That's a Magyar question.
Yeah, I don't think it's for entertainment. I think it's for other reasons.
All right. So, for this Bell,
All right.
are you ready to get to work on the next chapter?
I believe so.
All right. So that's going to take another 4 hours of work. Or is it 5? I think it's 5.
I thought it was 4.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
it's 4.
you were saying 4.
I should mention now, Bell. Once per dusk, you can now cast the spell Force Cage as a ritual spell.
Come on.
As a ritual spell.
Oh boy.
Would you be so kind as to add that to my sheet, since
Yes, I
I do
can.
not know what that does? Thank you.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fucked up.
It is.
There you go.
All
It's
right.
a 7th level spell.
I see.
All right. While he's reading that, Kat and Marcus, what are you guys gonna do in your downtime during these next 4 hours?
Oh, that's fucked.
Hmm.
Can you post the spell for the rest of the class?
Yes. The spell can't be dispelled by dispel magic.
What the fuck?
But again,
What?
this is a ritual.
But you can still counterspell.
You can.
However, it's a ritual. If you put the force cage up before someone who can counterspell you even knows you're doing it, then
But it is possible
If you get someone to
leave
hold them down.
You can also leave it by using some other forms of travel, like Misty Step or the sort, as you saw Casimir do.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now you
It's
guys
not
know,
all powerful, but
now you
that's
guys know
fucking
why
tough.
Casimir's face is all fucked up and why he's missing an ear.
Yeah.
And yes, that is the man who wants to go up the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
Madame Zeroni.
it was the same token, so I kind of.
Wait, what's his actual name and what was he?
His
What
name
was
is
the
Casimir.
What was the name he gave us?
Casimir.
Okay, so he didn't give us a fake name. Okay.
His real name's Madame Zeroni.
Shush. And he said that he found a magical sword that he has buried somewhere that he will give to you if you can help get him up to the mountain and back.
And if we don't help him get up the mountain, we'll be cursed for forever.
If you recall, you spoke with the spirit of Sergei. He mentioned that he was able to see his sword, but it's dark and buried somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's the sentient
and-
statue we can speak to, right?
What was the question?
The Sergei's the sentient statue, right?
Yes. His
That's
spirit is
that's
inside the
Strahd's
statue.
brother.
Okay.
Yeah, and as far as what he said was I was somewhere east, east of Kresk, but not as west of Valaki. So pretty much like this chunk of the map.
Which is a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, it's a lot of ground to cover, but it's not like the whole map. It at least narrows it down.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be in that hole I dug. Every time I dug that hole, Miss just DM'd it a foot deeper.
Yeah, I don't know why you should keep digging deeper. You should just dig out of Barovia.
I should just keep digging till a Balrog stops me, honestly.
Or whatever Tarask is actually underneath Valaki.
But yeah, so Marcus, Kat, and what do you guys want to do on these next 4 hours while Bell's working?
I will be doing ritual magic to make more holy water.
You're not here.
Wait, I'm not here?
You're not at Argynvostal right now.
Oh, right. Fuck.
What's the time right now?
It is currently about 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay. I'm gonna at least be a little bit what's it called? I'm gonna be a little bit like outside of the what's it called? Castle a little bit, or not castle. Well, it's technically a castle, manor. Yeah, manor, stronghold, whatever.
All applicable.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit like outside of it, kind of like walking around, thinking of stuff to either stuff to do or ideas to try and see if I can figure out how to deal with our current threats, or at least threats in the tome that we still don't even know if they're actually still around or not.
Yeah, when you walk outside, you see two figures swinging practice swords. Actually, you see Godfrey training with Wilfred.
Hmm.
Wilfred's not doing great, but he's trying.
Wait, is Wilfred having a training arc on the side? Oh, that fucking rules.
While you guys are in the tome, he's been talking to people. Life goes on when you guys are in the tome.
You've been busy.
Who was he dueling with?
Godfrey.
Gotcha.
Cat kind of is like trying to walk kind of out of sight and kind of almost behind like Wilfried in a way, like almost to try and like sneak up on him.
Godfrey sees you moving about.
Yeah, I know.
Is there something you need? As he like holds up his hand to stop Wilfried from swinging, but he doesn't. Like Wilfried like is already in the movement of moving, and so he like swings the practice sword and like hits Godfrey upside the head with his wooden sword. But Godfrey does not react. He's undead. He doesn't. He feels no pain.
Cat kind of like cat kind of like what would be the word to say here? Kind of like almost like scrunches up her face for a second there and kind of says like, I was trying to sneak up on Wilfried here to see if he see if he knew his surroundings, because that was an important thing in combat.
We are getting there. We're starting out with simple sword fighting. We'll get to that at a later step. Do not worry.
Wilfried like steps back, like gives a bow to Godfrey for smacking him. Yeah, don't worry. I'm working on it. I'm getting better. You know, swinging the sword. You know, he does like a little like tries to be cool, like swings it like over like kind of crazy. Yeah, look at that. Ha!
Yes, your form is without talent.
Oh man.
But we will refine it. Do not give up hope.
The confidence is a bright side. The flamboyant flourishes are a bit of a downside.
You hear like a weird like wheezing coming from Godfrey. You can guess it's maybe some sort of laughter.
I was like that when I was young. It's the folly of youth.
Are you meaning me, or are you meaning Wilfried here?
Wilfried and his skill. Tell me, how goes your book exploration? I see you two have been... Your group has been investigating Strahd's tome, was it?
For one, don't try to say that. Well, actually, whatever. He already knows of that. I'd rather not go into details. I don't know if he's watching or not.
He can't harm us here.
He can't harm us here.
We'll make sure of that.
As he points up to the bright light glowing above.
He can't harm us here. But one thing you gotta remember is that knowledge is half the battle, and also knowledge is half the battle. And at least knowing your opponent, or knowing at least what your opponent knows, is important. So if he knows what we know, then that's it's an important thing. And I'd rather not give too much information. All I can really say is it feels like it's a good novel on a downward spiral.
Also, I should let you know, 2 of your acquaintances have departed.
Who's
Arthur and
that?
Edmund mounted Jack and departed from this area. They did not say where they were going, but they said that they would return upon the morrow.
They didn't give details on that.
No, they found it fitting to, as they say, keep others out of trouble. I believe they wish to limit the risk of those in your group.
Yes, but separating us puts us at greater risk, because that allows us to be separated and destroyed.
I wouldn't worry about them. They are strong, noble knights, sworn to protect the innocent and combat evil.
Are strong and noble knights resistant to of course spells that shred them to pieces?
I am.
Yes, but you are a bit of a different case. While of course I remember. I'm trying to remember. The finger of death was whenever we were trying to put the Argenvoss skull back, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know. I can still remember that that one spell that Strahd casted on Edmund, and also another time.
Yes, but they are doing something righteous. What they told me is that they were going to rescue a fair maiden. I remember when I rescued my first fair maiden. Oh, that takes me back.
Righteousness doesn't mean anything if you're dead.
Ah, but it does. Even in death, your tales will live on and inspire others.
I guess you have a point there, but of course a story is so much better with a story can be so much more satisfying with a happy ending rather than a more tragic one.
So long as they keep reaching that impossible dream, I know that they will succeed. That's what a knight does.
I guess I can't really fault you for that. The impossible has been a whole lot more probable, especially for someone like me, so I guess I can have a little bit of faith in them then.
Most excellent. Now, I have been speaking with some traders that have come by while you were in the tome. I have acquired some cheeses from Valaki. They are inside if you wish to procure and taste them. But you must hurry, though. The man known as Ezek has already begun feasting upon them. That man has quite the appetite.
I would assume so. He used to swing around an axe like a full-speed horse carriage.
Indeed, quite the capable warrior. It is a shame about his arm. But I know he will keep fighting.
Yes, he probably will. I guess I should at least try to eat something. Cat's going to then, I guess, go and see how the cheese situation is.
Inside, you find Irina sitting at a small table with some cheese and some small meat. Ezek is nowhere to be found.
No.
In the kitchen.
Godfrey was telling me the cheese was almost all devoured. What's
a lot of the cheese is almost gone. There's only a couple slices left. Oh, hi, Cat. I've just been munching a little bit. Are you looking for Ezek?
No, I was honestly just wondering about the cheese situation.
Oh, there's some here if you want some. Ezek took a lot of it to go, though.
Yes, I was well informed of that.
Yes, he said that he had to protect those weaklings. I'm not quite sure if who he was referring to, but I'm sure he'll be fine. You can see that Irina's just been munching on cheese, and she's been doing some knitting.
So,
You also see that there's a decapitated arm on a table behind her, with some needle and thread by it.
is that Isaac's arm?
Oh no, that's Godfrey acquired an arm from me. I wish to practice my medical skills if I can. I want to be more useful to this group. I thought maybe I could practice my sewing on an arm and see if that might be similar to how someone skilled in medicine might do.
I guess working on a cadaver would make sense. But the thing is that with the cadaver, you would have to replace it after a while. Considering well, we don't really have a proper place to keep it keep it cooled.
Yes, I will. I will dispose of it when it begins to rot. Do not worry.
So how's Isaac dealing with the less arm thing?
He hasn't been talking to me about it. And then he had to go follow something outside. I'm not sure. I saw Arthur and Edmund also go out too. Do you know where they went?
No, all Godfrey was telling me was that they were going to go rescue a fair maiden, and I don't really know what to really say of that. I do want to have something at least non-pessimistic about what would be going on with them, but well, here we are. We're here, and I don't know what Isaac would be going on about in terms of talking in the or going off into the woods to talk to something. Or say he had to go in the woods for something. I don't know.
I'm not worried about it. I trust Isaac, and I'm sure everything will work out. You guys have been gone for a minute, though. About 2 hours have passed since you were in the tome, I think, is what you're referring to.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work on this arm as she puts some more cheese. She eats her last piece of cheese. You should probably go check on Bill or Marcus. Perhaps they might need something.
Just another quick question. How's a way to put this? What would you do if something happened to Cat's kind of trying the Cat's still like having a hard time trying to figure out like what to really like say about this here, and like kind of saying I don't know, what would you do if if something happened to Gertrude, whether if Strahd more or less used her to either manipulate or to fight us in some capacity.
She sits there for a moment and puts down the needle that she had picked up. She closes her eyes and looks down at the ground. I believe that we are doing the right thing, and if we tried, we could save her. No matter what sort of spell or curse he has placed upon Gertrude, she is an old friend of mine, and I believe that I can bring her back. And I'm going to keep believing that, because I need to have hope in this dark place. She then opens her eyes and looks to you. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. I honestly would have expected you to have a little bit more of a different comment, because because of or at least a little bit of regret that we didn't just snag her whenever we had the best opportunity to when we were in the castle.
I have come to terms with what we did. I was upset for the time, but I'm getting better about it.
Hmm.
Anyway, I need to get back to work on this. I wish you luck on the next chapter.
I don't think I don't think we really need need luck. The stories are set in stone. It's just that, of course, the future chapters, i.e., these ones, are of course still to be written. And we do have at least one pen for the writing of this book. If that makes sense.
I am aware of your analogy, yes.
Okay.
It's a good one. It's very good. Perhaps you could become an author in the future, when this is all over.
Me with writing, I really don't know about that. I really don't have too many skills, really. I've only really been, well, I've only really been good at carrying on and what's it called? I've only really been good at carrying on and understanding basic things, really.
Just something to think about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to have some concentration.
Very well then. I will take a I will take some cheese and I will move on.
All right, Marcus, what are you doing while that was all going on?
I'm gonna say we know that like Strahd and his forces can't get into Argynvostholt, but I want to walk the perimeter to make sure there's not anything like set up for as soon as we leave.
Rahadin could probably. I think Rahadin's the only one who could get in, and he's probably the worst one to solo infiltrate.
Yeah, so I want to just be walking. I want to be like scouting around the perimeter, making sure.
Yeah, no, yeah, that takes you about maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes. And you don't locate anything nearby. There's no like werewolves hiding in wait. There's no like carriage that has like a group of guys with crossbows ready to attack you. There's nothing.
No ballista caravan waiting for us to turn a corner on the path.
Yeah, you do find some.
assassins.
You do find some on the main road leading down the hill towards Volaki and Kresk. You do see some fresh horse tracks, but that's about it. They seem to be heading the opposite direction of Argynvostholt, though.
Yeah, I say if that looks like it's left, then I'm like probably.
Yeah, when you're patrolling, you don't see Jack anywhere either.
Yeah, I can come to that conclusion if there's like, well, a horse left, and I haven't seen Edmund or his horse. It's a reasonable conclusion to come to, but so yeah, that's probably what I will do. Like every time I come out, I'm gonna do a circle, make sure nothing's happened.
Yeah, what's nice about Argynvostholt is that the light is also just like genuine light, so someone can't be like, oh, I'm gonna like sneak around the trees. Like, no, it's like and hide in the shadows. Like, yeah, good luck. There's a fucking like sun in this area. You're walking around in fucking daylight, so even just sneaking around is difficult in this area. Even people who turned invisible would cast a shadow. Like, it's difficult to sneak in this area.
Beyond that, I'm gonna wait in the same room as A, and I'm gonna take out my book of shadows, and I'm gonna start noting down things that have happened and trying to figure out how I'm feeling about it.
Okay. Do you want to describe that anywhere, or you want to just hand wave
Yeah.
that?
So yeah, what I'm noticing right now is we know for sure most of the people that we've been following are immortal. So as of the last moment, but we haven't heard of them before now.
They have
So,
not. Yeah, they have not appeared in your travels.
yeah, so either they've somehow disappeared or they're in wait still.
Yeah, and you also now
So,
know
yeah.
of this organization known as the Inquisition now, that
Mhm.
Strahd has control over. There are agents scattered throughout Barovia that he can call upon when needed.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah,
so who's to say who in Vallaki, Kresk, or the village of Barovia
I was just about to say
could be trusted?
before we go march on Castle Ravenloft, we should probably go around. Oh, we need to find more information first. We should probably go around and try to root the Inquisition out of these places, so that they're not letting Strahd know when we're coming.
So yeah,
How's it go?
I'm just trying to. Yeah, Marcus is just trying to figure that stuff out by himself for now.
Mm-hmm. Just
I
plotting
was
things
waiting
out.
for. Yeah.
That'd be a late game. That'd be like a late campaign goal anyway.
Late game, like we're nearing end game. Act 3 is just on the horizon.
Well, I'm saying by that is like we need to find the Inquisition. We need to kill its leaders. We need to find information on who's working with them.
Mhm.
We got a lot of stuff to do before we go marching around about it.
Okay, so we got an idea of what Kat's doing. We got an idea of what Belle's doing. We got an idea of what Marcus is doing, and you probably gonna guess what Arthur and Edmund are up to. They're somewhere. So, 4 hours go by, and the next chapter is translated. Are you guys ready to do one more chapter? This is just in meta now. Monica, I know you mentioned that you said you work this weekend. Do we have time for one more chapter, or are we gonna call it here? He's muted.
Oh no, he's dead.
Didn't he say BRB in the Roll20 chat a bit ago?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
You do.
Because I remember he mentioned the Discord. He said, I'm working this weekend. This sucks. So I'm not sure if he means Sunday or if he means Saturday. Because if he has work tomorrow, we should probably end it here. But if not, the next chapter is pretty short and there's no combat. We could probably get through that pretty quickly. And then we could leave the last chapter for its own session.
Hell fucking yeah.
Because the last chapter it's a big one. When I say big one, I mean not like lengthwise, but I mean like boom, like fireworks, you know.
It has finality.
Yes, it does.
I thought you were just quoting Final Fantasy X for some reason.
What?
That's what Waka says when the Al Bed get genocided.
Wait, what?
Did I really accidentally quote Final Fantasy?
Not only did you accidentally quote Final Fantasy, you accidentally quoted a genocide Final Fantasy.
Well, Waka doesn't know how to cheer up Riku, and so he says something really dumb because they got blown up, and so he says, haha, boom, like fireworks.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. What I hear about boom?
I
I
accidentally-
accidentally quoted Waka.
Oh yeah. Well, no. Well, no. What it was that like he went like boom, like happy fireworks festival.
He tried.
Monica, do we have time for one more chapter? I noticed you said you were working this weekend. Does that in tomorrow?
No. It's not this weekend.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were working this weekend. I saw the chat.
No.
Let's keep
I think
this party going.
that was. I might have mixed something up, or that was part of some. You might be mixing up like a different chat, maybe.
No, in the Strahd chat, I said, "Are we good for 7:30 yesterday, or on the 6th?" And then you said, "Ugh, I don't want to work. I don't want to work on the weekend." I thought that meant like, "Oh, hey, I got work this weekend."
Oh wait, no. What it was that like what was specifically your comment of saying it's always Friday because then if it's always
you're talking
Friday,
about weekend. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about Loverboy. Got it.
Yeah.
Would we be able to get the rest of the tome done tonight then?
No, the finale would. It's got combat. That would take too long.
Okay.
So we got enough time for chapter 11, and then we'll end it.
Yeah, any fight in D&D, no matter what it is minimum you need an hour.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot
And
of combat in the last chapter, so we're gonna save.
And that fight's, and I have a feeling that fight's gonna take a while.
So we're gonna head back into the tome one more time. Everyone good to go?
Damn
Yeah.
right.
Sure.
As the three of you go back into the tome, your vision is surrounded by the mist once again. You hear Strahd's voice. The girl's auburn hair was braided high. Her clothes more closely resembled rags. But it was her. The same Tatiana I'd known all those years ago. Alright, so remember how I mentioned in the last session it had been 11 years since the wedding?
Yeah.
It has now been 49 years.
And I don't look a day
what the fuck
older.
happened to Zurum?
Yeah, I guess I'm
Sorry,
dead.
not 49, 39 years.
39.
That's not much better.
Yeah, no, I'm
Zerm's,
still dead.
Zerm's on his last legs. He's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm still dead.
Well,
He's-
that's why I wanted to bring up in those 39 years, would Zerum consider the offer of immortality?
There's probably some greater questions about the state of the Inquisition to ask first.
Question missed.
Yes.
Is it possible for Hravik to make Dampier?
To make Dampier or Vampire Spawn?
Dampier.
Dampier? No. You can make Vampire Spawn, though.
Okay. Because Hravik likes Zurum and respects Zurum, so Hravik would also be offering Zurum immortality under him as well, just to try to keep him around.
Yeah. Oh, did I mention the other details about the Dampier Azoth? Is that the Dampier are not, while they do not, they don't have a lot of the boons that vampires do. They also don't have the weaknesses. One of the weaknesses is that they are not restricted to drinking blood like Hravik is now. You can enjoy the fruits of the world without having to rely on blood. You're a bit more addicted to blood. Blood tastes really good to you, but it's not required.
Okay.
Can't I still eat stuff, but I don't get any benefits from it?
Yeah, you don't get any nourishment from it. So you could just pound like a turkey and you would be like, I'm still hungry.
Yeah, I like to think that Hravik still eats just for gluttony's sake.
Yeah, the endless gluttony.
So yeah, when it comes to how the Inquisition has been set up, then are they competent at this point?
In about, I would say after about 14 years, they are competent. They are able to handle almost any threat. You've taken out several noble uprisings. I would say maybe 2 of just nobles getting descended either about taxes or about how Strahd was dealing with some nobility. And the Inquisition is easily able to remove the snake's head and remove any dissent.
Okay.
But any smaller threats, like peasants, getting a little uprising, that's left to the nobility to handle. The Inquisition does not handle that.
I've been thinking about the Inquisition. I think it would be best if it was a 3-headed organization.
Mm-hmm.
Zurum's in charge. He's at the top of the pillar of spying and secret intelligence and informants and that kind of stuff. Skullduggery.
Mm-hmm.
Rahadon's in charge. Rahadon's in charge.
Rahadon.
Yeah. That just sounds like a Digimon.
It honestly sounds more like a dinosaur.
But Rahadin's more in charge of logistics and the organization of the Inquisition, and then Hravik's is the blunt force of the Inquisition. He's the one out there kidnapping people, chopping off heads, arresting,
using the Sanguine Knights to do what he
yeah,
to enforce martial needs.
Yeah, you could almost say this organization's three-headed like a hydra.
You could. Yeah, that's actually how I was envisioning is that the three of you are in charge of it. Like, similar to how the other three are in charge of the nature and the land of Barovia, you three are in charge of the society.
Yeah,
Of
it's true.
Barovia.
I am Alfarius.
You
So,
fuck.
and honestly, in a way, the Sanguine Knights are now part of the Inquisition at this point, I would say.
I think it'd be better if not all of them were.
Hmm.
Like a majority of them are just knights for Strahd, but then a certain section are at the disposal of the Inquisition.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Do you have any other questions you want to flesh out the
Yeah.
Inquisition as well?
Yeah. Because the thing is, Zurum isn't one of the people who particularly feared death. And I don't think he ever coveted immortality.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if, the Inquisition's at a point where it can run without him, necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
and the kingdom is now stable, he will feel like he has made up for his failure at the wedding, so I feel like he would choose to simply pass on.
Okay. So 39 years later, would you say that he is still alive, or would you say he's just in his elder years now?
I mean, half orcs only live until they're like 60s, 70s. So
I imagine if I'm just
He-
like shoving life magic into you, we could push that a little bit, but 39 years is a tall order.
So that would be 20
Half orcs
years.
rarely live longer than 75 years, according to.
So, okay, so I think this is the last time you'll see him, basically. So Zurum's now walking with, because I'm gonna say, if I was 40, 20 years ago, I'm now in my 60s, right?
Yeah, half orc elderly is 60 to 75.
Yeah,
I found my
okay,
my good old handy dandy chart that someone made like years ago that I always refer back to.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
so
to
10 years
think.
after the wedding, I was in my 40s, so I'm in my 60s now. So, so I can describe how Zurum is as an
Yeah, there's no
old man
combat in
at
this session, so you don't
point.
need to worry about like how this old man's fighting. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, so Zurum at this point, this is his hair is now entirely white. Managed to hold on to all of it, strangely.
Nice.
But he's got crow's feet around the eyes. He's definitely wrinkled at this point, and he's walking with he now uses a cane to walk.
Yeah, I would say at around time you got like into your like late 50s, Strahd would have probably put you into a more of an an advisor role than more someone that has to like actively get out there and start investigating. You can leave that to your men in the Inquisition to handle.
Yeah.
You help train
he-
new members of the Inquisition and whatnot.
So he doesn't wear armor at this point anymore. He wears like he wears like fine noble clothing. Like he's wearing like a red doublet, nice trousers, but he still has his sword at the ready. And so you got the old man orc now.
All right.
I found a portrait that might work for him if you like it.
Teapot work.
What's funny is that I remember
Old Man
Azoth,
Orc was gonna tell us about the psionic warriors.
I don't remember if it was this chat or if it was in the other another server, but I remember Azoth like put the image that he used for Zero
Oh yeah, no, he
through
came
like
out
an
Asian.
old like an old man thing, and he turned that portrait into old man Zerum.
but he came out Asian instead of half orc.
Yeah, I remember that.
that, yeah.
Hold on, yeah. Let me just reply to it real quick.
Okay, what's this chat? Yeah, he lost his green. He was no longer green.
Yeah, they made him Asian. It's so
You
bad.
know the fucking face swapper things?
Yeah.
Oh my
But I will
God.
say, Mist, since we've jumped forward 39 years,
Yes.
Why is he Asian
there
now?
was something I wanted to speak to Magyar about 39 years ago.
Okay.
It can still happen. The results of that conversation can still happen 39 years later, but I need to have that conversation with him.
Yeah, go ahead, go nuts. This like I said, this chapter is very like low like no stakes, so don't worry about it. Go ahead.
All right. Next time Magyar's in his lab 39 years ago, soon after the hill incident, he hears a knock on his door.
And I approach, pull the door back slowly.
Once the door's open, he sees Hravik's fist slammed through straight to his face.
You know, you have a key. You're welcome here.
I just punched you.
Oh, that's what you meant. Alright. Magyar gets laid out like a fucking sack of potatoes.
Hravik walks in, closes the door, and says,
What
"What is wrong with you?
What do you mean, what's wrong with me?
Where'd your spine go?
What?
I am getting sick and tired of watching you, the court wizard, let that other little mushroom girl walk all over you like a carpet. It's pathetic."
I can't go causing petty squabbles in front of the king. I can't strike her down as much as I'd like to.
So instead, you just bow and grovel and let her walk on you like a patch of grass.
Well, what am I supposed to do without offending the Lord?
What he doesn't see, he doesn't concern him. You and me, we're some of the originals, some of Strahd's closest chosen. Are you just gonna let some can't think of some strumpet walk in here and
upbeat.
usurp you?
Upstart.
Upstart, that's it.
Strumpet is a weirdly sexual word to me. Carry on, sorry.
Was that or skimpy? And I'm like, I don't even know what she wears.
Upstart is, I think, the word you're looking for.
It's a word I want to use, but it wasn't the word I was trying to use in that situation. I was trying to be more personal.
Regardless, beside the point, carry on.
You need to defend your place. Before you look so weak and spineless that Strahd gives her what you clearly don't want to defend.
Well, you sound like you have some kind of plan then.
Of course I do. She can't die. That gives us a lot of possibilities.
How so? Like a show of force?
You need to remind her why you're court mage, and why she isn't. Or, you need to fail and realize you should just give up your spot as court mage. Either way, you need to do something.
What did you have in mind?
I've got some ideas. We're gonna need exactly 39 years to make them happen.
Don't ask why I know exactly how many years. It's a 39-step process, one step per year.
It's very intricate.
Understandable. I'll find it on.
It's not like we got plenty of time anyway. We're both immortal.
Strahd values strength. It's time for you to prove yours.
Yes. Yes, you're right. I have earned my keep from you and Zuram. Ciela was never really that much against me to begin with. I need to put my foot down and prove my worth once again.
Good. First step. You let me punch you in the face and you didn't do anything about it. Rectify that.
You can regenerate, right?
How about you find out?
Okay, what can I hit you with that won't obliterate my fucking my home?
Your wood arm.
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh, just smash him upside the head with the enchanted stick.
If a
I'm not gonna like
roleplay
actually roll or anything. I assume you
I was
just
like
take...
roleplay purposes. I'm gonna say like you hit me and like you watch like my skull crack open and split.
And like a couple seconds
But-
later, he just goes.
with his shillelagh still like lodged into my skull, Kravik just goes, "That's more like it." And he just flicks it off his skull and then it starts to regenerate.
And I'm just gonna use shape water to just. Can I use shape water to like throw the blood off this thing?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so I'm just gonna cast shape water, just throw your gray matter into like a bucket somewhere.
Save that for later.
Crunchy taste.
Mm.
All right. Is that the end of the scene?
Yeah, that's the end of the scene.
Okay.
Oh fucking boy!
Does anyone else have anything they want to add in the last 39 years?
I'm gonna go.
I actually have something I wanted to do, and because of course like it's a weird thing where like it's something that a character is doing and that Cat's going to know about because of course it's Cat seeing from this character's perspective. Gleva here is going to be trying to see if she can what's it called do something more with like fungus and undead per se, more or less have it that like you know how like or at least describing it like this, like the level 6 ability for like a spore druid allows them to of course control like to raise dead with like just if they're within like the aura's like sphere, the halo of spores.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of the idea more or less of the fact of that like it raises up a corpse or at least controls it. And because of course it's not actually a corpse controlling it, it's more or less the idea of the fungus is actually controlling it. So it's undead in a metaphorical sense, but not actually undead because it's actually a plant or a fungus controlling it. It was kind of like if you remember that happened to I think that happened to us in our Icewind Dale session. The one in the one ice fort, if you remember that, Mist.
Mm-hmm.
Something kind of similar to that.
Also, I'm going to say at the end of this session, we're all going to level up these tome characters one more time.
Okay.
Azoth, for the last chapter, do you want me to just make you like a one-off character for the finale?
I think I've got an idea. I can play as like one of the Inquisition people.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll make like
Yeah,
a
I'll
quick
give you free reign
successor.
on that. I trust you.
Alright, thank you.
Just don't pick, like any like weird like exotic races, like no like kobolds or
Oh yeah, no, I know.
stuff up there.
It's got to be something that's already here at this point.
Yeah. So human.
Yeah, something that's locked in.
Yeah, half elf, human, elf. But yeah. Does anyone have anything else they want to add before we dive in?
Well, before we get really deep into, go ahead. Ed.
For the most part, for the those decades of time, Ciella's mostly unchanged, like as she has been up to this point, just going about her own routines and doing as she normally would around everyone else.
Yeah, because she doesn't really have too much ambition. She's just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah, kind of. Just, as I've said before, she is kind of spitefully alive, but in a very laid-back way of, I'm living so I will live, if I die, I die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting mindset for a character to have.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back. All right.
Hello.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah,
Ryan's got one more thing I think he needs to add.
Well, I was gonna say, based off the RP that we just did, me and Ed, do you want us to resolve that before you do this tome chapter or after?
You can do it during the tome chapter. This is let me break down the tome, what you're doing in this chapter, and then we'll go and then we can decide. Okay.
Okay.
So, you guys are all going to the village of Berez. Strahd has someone in the Inquisition has been in contact with the burgomaster of Berez, and he has a collection of magical tomes that Strahd is intrigued by, and he is sending you all ahead to investigate the books and just check on the town, make sure no one in Berez has been getting a little, angsty. Uppity.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I don't know why I called Kresk by its old name. Kresk has been Kresk since Strahd conquered the valley. I don't know why I called it by its old name. Apologies about that. I just remember I did that earlier. But yeah, so this is a nice, easy mission. That's why Zerum is all tagging along. It's something that he can sort of just come along and
the old man can leave the retirement home this time.
Well, and he can also visit. He can also make contact with his agent directly, and it's not too much of a strenuous task for him to do.
Yep.
And then the mages, of course, will check on the books.
You do still see me regularly. It's not like I missed the council meetings.
Yeah, you guys he lives in the castle.
No. I still like the idea more of like Rodden going like, okay, old man, time to go to bed. to Zerum.
Plus, I feel like we probably have weekly meetings too, just you, me, and Rodden. So I think like we meet like every week.
Yeah, every weekend for I see. I was about to say. I guess the.
I forgot to turn dynamic lighting on.
Yeah, dynamic lighting was on.
As
your guys' tokens down? I don't think it did.
I don't see my tokens. I don't see anything.
It's so dark.
A black screen as well.
At some point during the time skip, Azoth, Magyar will approach you and ask what plant you would like in the garden in your memory, since your time is clearly approaching.
But yeah. You guys have reached the village of Berez. Feel free to walk around and get into where you want to get to like start doing roleplay and stuff. I have to go to the bathroom. If you need to roleplay with each other, go and act that out. As long as you don't need me as the mediator, I have to just go to the bathroom real quick to pee.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
I guess we'll just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we can flash back to that scene real quick.
Well, also, I feel like it's almost insulting to tell him you're going to put him in the corpse garden.
No.
No.
I'm not going to put him in the corpse garden. I'm going to grow a plant in his honor.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, you're going to put him with people we murder?
No.
Yeah, I was just gonna throw him in there.
But okay, and I should note, the corpse garden, I mean, yes, the corpse garden is fertilized by the enemies of the state, but I mean, in a fucked up way, I think Zerum would kind of appreciate that. Am
Until
I
you
wrong?
find out, all
but
the
I don't think
souls-
you would want to be buried with some of the people that he's probably like ripped their throats out.
Well, until you realize all the souls of the people we've murdered are trapped and damned in those plants, and you've trapped him with his victims.
Not if I put him overlooking everything. So for all eternity, he will be looking down on them, glaring.
But I will say what we're plotting to do, Monica, for full disclosure, is to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's okay since none of us can actually die.
Well, the only one who can actually die is you, really.
Well, I would just turn to mist and probably go back to wherever my lair is. Which I'm assuming
Yeah,
is
you
Gathering
fucking
Moth.
look over to me. You do like that. It's like that one gif of the kid doing a peace sign and then fading away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they gotta put in,
Well,
they gotta
well,
put in like
did-
to kill you is gonna have to be an effort.
Yeah.
Did I like misremember? Because did I misremember Dampier? Because I thought Dampier
No,
was
no,
that if you
he's
die,
a
you
full
just die.
vampire.
I'm a full vampire.
You're full vampire. Okay.
Yeah, so I probably have a coffin somewhere in Castle Ravenloft that would be where you'd have to put me down for final death.
I can still
Yeah,
heal you, right?
What?
You're still affected by heals, right?
No, he's undead.
I'm not. No.
No.
Wait, then
he's
how come
not.
I can heal Strahd?
Oh, it's half HP. Yeah, no, Ryan is affected by healing. It's just half.
Okay.
But I just want to disclose that this attack isn't because we hate your character. It's purely politics.
Yeah, I know.
It's just politics.
I mean, do you think you're really going to get anything out of it?
I'll get some catharsis.
It's all petty.
We're some of the oldest servants of Strahd, and we're just trying to put the newbies in their place.
Yeah. Hazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, slitting her
It
throat
is-
and having her wake up in a tree 100 miles away.
Normal hazing ritual.
It's just,
But right, just to get it out of the way, just a quick scene with Zurum as he's getting at some point during the time skip as he's getting older. Kind of just catch you. I assume like near the study in the hall, something like that.
Yeah.
Zurum.
Yes, Magio?
I understand I understand you've made a decision to not live on like the rest of us, and I wanted to do something in your memory. Are you aware of any plants you would like? Any plants you especially like to be placed in your honor in the garden? You don't have to tribute yourself like the petty criminals. I should be clear, but just something that you feel you would like me to tend for so long as I exist in your honor.
I can't say I've ever much cared for flowers or nature in general, to be honest. I've always been at home in more civilized areas.
Never had a houseplant you especially liked?
I tend not to be the one to care for those. If you're to leave me with anything, leave me with my blade.
Shall I put it in the garden then? Small monument of sorts.
that gave me the coolest visual, just a tree in the garden with a sword just stabbed into it.
That is exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Put it straight into the citron tree.
Mhm.
Yeah. You cool with me just putting your sword somewhere in the garden after you pass?
That that would be appreciated. Thank you, Magio.
You're welcome. I feel we've come to understand each other over this a long time working together, and just wanted to let you know that I will miss you, and I do appreciate what you've done for me all these years. Thank you. I don't know if I'll get another chance to give you a proper goodbye.
Who knows? Death is simply a part of life. It may still come for you yet.
Hopefully not.
Curses.
Hopefully not. While I can still think.
Unintentionally curses all of us. The
It's,
fate of destiny.
it's not
Alright.
something to fear. If I or I to wish to avoid death, I would never have risen as far as I have.
I'll try to remember that if whenever it looks like my work will be undone. Try to find some peace in that. Thank you, Zara.
Thank you, Magio.
I will take my leave with that, and we can fast forward.
Azoth, actually, I think if you're comfortable with it, would you be down at the last chapter before we do the whole finale thing? Would you guys be down for like a last death scene with Zurum as he passes away in his bed?
That would be fucking grim as
Sure.
shit. That kind of rules.
Sure,
Like
I'm
a
fine
final,
with
like
that.
a final goodbye from everybody.
Sure.
All right, we'll do that next session.
Right. So, fast forwarding back to the future.
Yep.
I know before Hravix was like, hey buddy, I know you're gonna leave the Inquisition soon. I need to download all your files, and just drains them.
Just take a little sippy out of him every day for a couple weeks.
Nah, just sucks him dry.
Listen, we know you did the payroll, and now it's my responsibility. I just need to know.
Like, where do you keep the financial records? I need this guy's W-2. We fucking lost it.
Yeah.
Stop dying.
But right.
So yeah, you guys have been sent to Perez for 3 days to investigate the books, investigate the town. Strahd will come join you guys later the first day at night, and then he'll be there for the last two days.
All right.
So there's the village here, there's the nearby church, and then there's the Burgomaster's manor. So feel free to move around.
No.
And we're here for what reason again? Like I forgot.
To either for any decision of your own. Some of you have been sent here. The spellcaster's been sent here to investigate the books. Zurum is coming here to check on his agent to see what the status of Berez is going on, if they're like fermenting a rebellion or whatnot, etc. So, whatever reason you want to come here is your own.
Sorry, I got caught out whilst you were saying why we came here.
You're meeting with an agent. Any of the spellcasters can be here to check the books and see if they are truly magical books that Strahd would be interested in. Anything else besides that, you guys are free to make up your own choices for why you're here.
Is it someone's house?
Yes.
But it's always night in Brogue at this point, isn't it?
It's not night, it's just overcast.
It's always overcast.
So what time would you say it is around?
It's currently like 11 a.m.
Damn, it sure is dark for 11 a.m.
Good morning.
It's a little misty out as well. Oh, hello.
I kind of come in
Are
from
you a
like
group of travelers?
I kind of come in from behind Haravik here and say good morning.
Hello. Can I help any of you?
Yes, we're a wandering band. Travelers and vagabonds. We seek shelter and information on the area.
Oh, I can tell you a little bit about the area. What do you want to know? There's quite a bit of gossip, but you could always head into the center of town to learn more.
Well, I'm always a fan of gossip. What would you say is the most interesting that you've heard?
Well, if you're new to Berez, I would like to let you know that once it becomes dark out after sundown, it's best that you go inside a house as soon as possible. Everyone does.
Why is
Why is
that?
We take shelter from Baba Lasaga and her hut.
Is that the lady we met? Who
Yes.
We're friends of hers. Yeah.
Yes, we are friends with hers.
If you're not familiar with her, she's a terrible spirit of a wood witch that was killed here many, many years ago by the forest folk.
Did we know she was undead?
She's not undead.
Yeah, this is just. I would assume with how long we've been around, we would know what she actually is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is just folklore. We're being given folklore.
Then what is she? And I would assume we'd know her a little bit more on like a personal level, because given
you
the
know her on
fact
a
is that
personal-
like
you just did business with her. You're not like you didn't, get to know her.
We're allies, not friends.
I mean, didn't she do something with like I'm trying to remember. Didn't she do something with Strahd where we did like the ritual in the
Yeah, she was the
holy
one who
site?
helped desecrate one of the ritual sites.
No, but didn't she do something else that was a little bit more personal with Strahd? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think.
She did something personal with you. She helped make you immortal.
Yeah, she helped give you guys immortality. That's
Yeah,
about it.
I remember that, but I thought we saw like a detail that was like that hinted that she was a little bit closer to Strahd or something like that.
He kissed her on the forehead for her help. That's about it.
Okay, yeah, that was it.
But yeah, she's just human.
she's just human.
Mm-hmm.
With how long she's been around.
She's probably fucking around with magic the same way all three of you were fucking around with magic.
Or she's or she's not human.
She's human.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't believe her being human.
There's tons of ways to extend your life.
Yeah, there are plenty ways.
No.
Oh yeah, there is the druid way. Yeah.
It's questions for the characters outside of the tub to find out.
Yeah.
But
I
guess
mean, I would assume the tome characters would know though.
Nope. She keeps to herself. She doesn't interact with you guys.
Damn, stupid boomer wooden lady.
She sticks around in the swamp. She does not come out.
some of us are almost 100 years old now. We don't get to call people boomers anymore.
No, we do.
Well, thank you for the information.
Of course.
Is there anywhere I could get a drink around here?
Oh yes, there's the tavern. Just head straight ahead. You'll see it.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Do you happen to have a local school or library?
No. No, we do not. But the
No,
Burgomaster has a collection of fine books, though.
That was going to be my next question. Good job being ahead of the curve. Have a wonderful morning.
You as well. Yes, the place to drink is called River's End. Just head straight ahead. You'll see the large building.
As I'm halfway down the path, I turn around. Which way to the Burgermeister?
Oh, follow the road. You'll reach it.
Thank you, man. So where are you going, Cielo? You gonna go get hammered, or are you gonna go bother the Burgermeister like I am?
I suppose I'll come along with you. I'm a bit curious about these books as well.
Rubbed off on me a bit from all the studying.
I suppose so.
As you're walking by this man here, you see he's shouting,
Turnips! Get your turnips here! Freshly grown!
Seeing a chance to do a little bit of good for the locals, I'm going to approach. Oh. Care to show me some
Turnips
of
that
your
can only grow in this area of Barovia! Get your turnips here!
Can I investigate the legitimacy of these special local turnips?
yeah, go ahead. Roll me nature.
I would also like to give these a look.
Alright, go ahead and roll me
done.
nature. He
Rare
then he looks
local
over to Zoram.
Hey there, old man.
Holy
you know,
shit.
turnips are good for the body. You should eat as much as possible.
Oh yeah, these turnips are fucking special.
I'm not a fan of turnips.
These are just normal turnips, but yeah, turnips don't grow too much in the eastern and western parts of Barovia. They mostly grow in the south.
Unfortunately, I have already eaten, friend.
That's a shame.
Perhaps I'll sample your wares on the way.
Here,
On my way back.
take one, free of charge. I'm always willing to support the elderly.
I'll go ahead and take it.
Are you wearing your sword on your belt at all?
Yeah, I've still got my sword, but I'm
He
not
sees your
wearing
sword.
armor.
I see you're all equipped there. You wouldn't have to have been part of the army at some point.
Once upon a time, yes, but the war is long
here,
over.
He gives you 3 more turnips.
I always support those who serve our lord. Even if we haven't had a war in many years. Thank you for that, by the way. I'm
Good
always
to
willing
see
to
a
support
loyal
those who did
patriot.
serve.
It's good to see a loyal patriot. Thank you for your generosity.
Of course, friend, of course. Turnips! Get your turnips here. Locally grown.
A gift to you, sir, for your kindness to servants of the Lord. I'm going to tap my staff to the ground and cast plant growth on this turnip basket, and just have a bunch of them sprout out of control in like a little circle around us. May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
And with a tap of the staff, just like I'm going to underdo it a bit, because you can do some stupid shit with plant growth, but I'm just like this a circle like this, just flooded with fresh turnips.
Oh no, Ed, the economy! You've ruined the market value of turnips. You've caused inflation.
I don't know economics. I think I'm being nice.
In the past and the future, we're messing with the economy of Barovia.
If he honestly caused plant growth on there, wouldn't it honestly fuck with the turnips?
It's not a big deal. I'll just go with what Ed said.
Okay.
It's magic.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What? Are you one of those forest folk? Have the power to manipulate nature at will? Oh goodness!
He sees the turnips growing out of control. Ah! He's like, I don't have enough baskets for these.
Surely you can weave some out of the roots.
If nothing else, you'll be fed for quite a good bit.
You and everyone you know.
Soil.
Where's that damn wife of mine?
I honestly thought there was gonna be another comment being said there.
I need her help with these. Ah!
You gave a wife beater extra turnips. Good job.
Where do you live, sir?
Right over there.
He points to the house here.
I'm going, with a snap of my fingers, I'm going to have the face spirit start gathering up turnips in its arms.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh.
I'll
Most
help out
generous.
and grab some bundles with my big strong arms.
Please, take as many as you need as well.
I don't know if I'll be able to sell this many.
Oh shit, I just realized something. After this little scene, we were going to backpedal to something.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, we forgot about something.
Okay.
Something possibly important. So yeah, let's continue this, miss.
Okay.
I'm not going to get down there and start pulling turnips personally.
Yeah.
Cielo and the face spirit should be plenty for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just haul some over for him, he'll be appreciative of that.
Yeah.
Just haul some over to his home, and then I'll catch up with Magyar in a bit.
Haravik, upon entering the tavern, you see that there is no one in here except for 4 figures gathered around the fireplace over here in chairs, and then the barkeep.
Kinda hoping there'd be nobody in here, but okay.
Yeah, there's some figures that have their back towards you, sitting around the fire, and that's about it. Upon entering, the barkeep turns to you. Ah, welcome! Oh! Sorry. She seems a little shocked about seeing a bugbear enter her tavern. Greetings, sir. She then pauses for a moment. Oh, does the Lord need anything? I can assure you there's nothing out of the ordinary here.
Asking to take thoughts
There's
on her.
barely any bug. There's like 1 bugbear in this entire country, so
Oh, I'm sure.
2 and 2 together.
She's right in the money, and I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on her. I'm trying to read her below her surface thoughts, so
Her
she needs a
surface
test.
her surface thoughts.
Is-
Ooh, okay.
What the fuck is
Does
he
she have to
doing?
make a check for that, or is it just you can get that right?
I get her surface thoughts, but I'm going deeper, so that's a DC 16 intelligence check.
Okay. Whoops.
If she rolls lower than a 16, I get to know everything she's thinking.
She rolled a 20. That's a dirty 20, not a nat 20.
Well, I still get her surface thoughts then.
Her surface thoughts are
Oh, pill time.
pill time.
Pills
Bundles
here.
here.
Pills here.
Weapons over here.
These there's nothing the matter in this town. I have everything under control. I've been good. I've been a good barkeep.
Drake says, "Are you sure about that?
Uh,
Have you been a good barkeep?"
Look, she like goes underneath the desk and pulls out a journal. Look, I write down gossip. Here, take it. It's yours. Read as much as you need. See, I'm willing to be open.
Ravik tucks
What?
the journal into his cloak and then says, "Now tell me about the things you don't write in your journal."
Well, we have some newcomers in the town, as she points to the figure sitting at the fireplace over there. I don't know anything about them yet. They don't really talk to me much. They've been kind of keeping to themselves.
Are you sure that's everything?
Yes. Well, there's one thing I didn't write down. There was this girl that years ago washed up along the river into town. The priest found her, and the burgomaster adopted her. Her name's Marina, if you're wondering.
Interesting. How old is Marina now?
She's about 18. Actually, no. That's she was 2 years ago. She should be. I think she's like 20s, in her 20s, something. Please
Describe her.
Lean, very beautiful. Much more beautiful than any woman I've ever met. Very, very red hair. I've never seen anyone with red hair before like hers. Blue eyes. Her skin's very fair. Ravik, this sounds a lot like someone you used to know.
Reminds me.
It sounds like she's describing Tatiana.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how down to the T does it sound like she's describing
Down
Tatiana?
to the T. She wears she also wears a pair of glasses. That's the only thing that's different. Her vision is poor, from what I hear about the rumors. So the burgomaster had to commission her a pair of opticals.
Interesting. I think that you have been a good barkeep.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I hope you remember to keep being a good barkeep. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Did you want to investigate these mysterious folks before you go, or are you gonna just leave?
He starts to step away, and then he looks over his shoulder and says, "One last thing. Guard your mind against me ever again, and I will remove it from you." And then he keeps walking.
You see her like run back, open up a door, and like run to the back room. You can hear her crying in the distance.
Jesus.
The four people sitting around this fire, one of them like kind of like leans up. They have cloaks on, so it's hard to see their faces. That was quite rude, sir. One of them says.
Perhaps. I don't make a habit of talking to strangers. Perhaps you should lower your hoods,
All right.
so we may introduce ourselves.
Of course, sir. The man on the far left removes his hood. Hi there. The name's Canton. Brother, go ahead and remove your cloak as well. Alright, fine. This here's my brother, Tultus. And our two traveling companions, as he points to the two women on the other side, as they remove their cloaks.
You're not about to make me kill my own character.
That's Ara, and then that's Delary. we're just a traveling group of individuals, sir. I hope we're not causing any trouble.
Monica, you're missing out on the Yuri.
Oh, I see. I heard.
Sitting around this fire, you see a human, some sort of lizard man. Looks like some. You've heard of these people? Like there's some kind of Draco kindred. You rarely ever see these guys. These guys are weird. An elf and some sort of deer lady.
Before I start my roleplay, I just want to say that I can't be violent here. This party could kill me very quickly.
Yes. I mean, if they're using the actual player sheets, you are fucking dead.
Yes, so I need to be careful. I need to be diplomatic. I need to not go murder hobo. Okay.
They are like 4 times your level.
Yeah, I'm like, people are dangerous.
Other than 4 times your level, you know, the fact is that like the rogue, the elf, is straight up is not as bad as Allura, but is on the same level of damage output.
Also, my character can just turn into a giant scorpion, grapple me, and then everyone just kicks me while I'm down.
Yeah.
Anyway, what brings your eclectic group to this town?
Well, we just finished some business in the mountain, nearby village, and we just finished that up not too long ago. Decided to come here to this village to get some rest. Seems like coming down the mountain, we've ended up in this mysterious land, though. We don't recognize any of the area we've been in. Tell me, what's the name of this nation?
Barovia.
See, brother? You're right. He hands over a silver coin. Seems like we are not where we once were.
You are in the lands of His Grace, the Count.
Count.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. What's happening right now?
What?
I've suddenly completely forgot his name.
Strahd?
Strahd von Zarevich.
Strahd, thank you. Oh my god. It left me. It flew out of my
The
head.
brain fart.
Yeah, that was like mid-sentence too. The lands of Vlad von Zarevich. If you are here, he is your lord now too.
Oh, of course. Do we need to pay tribute to the Lord in some way, or are we free to roam about his lands?
Do you know a lord who does not collect taxes?
Very well. And with that, they all reach it. All right, everyone. They all reach into their coin purse and hands over.
He starts to do that, and then Drag's like, "Do I look like a tax collector?"
Sir, you look like a bugbear. I'm unfortunately do not know much about you. You are dressed in plate mail, I can certainly tell you that, but beyond that, I don't know.
He's also wielding a giant, just pike.
Are you a soldier?
You know as much about me as you need to know.
Fair enough.
Now, I have one word of warning for you.
Yes?
When the Lord or his agents act, stay out of their way.
Of course. We hope to be out of your Lord's way as soon as possible.
And I suggest you learn his laws too.
Of course. We will do so.
You're too agreeable. I don't like you.
I'm sorry.
He's just gonna leave.
Would you... Oh, okay. Have a good day, sir.
By Zoro.
Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised you didn't change up like those tokens at all.
I'm kinda glad he did. That's kind of fun
Yeah.
to run into them.
I know.
I cannot interact with that group casually or like long term with Hravik.
I mean,
as much as I would like to talk to them and like get to like know how they're doing, I'm not the character to do it.
There's also the fact as well as that like Haravik has like the same like itchy trigger finger as like a character from Harvest. So like two wrong dialogue options, they're gonna want to start a fight with you.
All right. While Haravik was doing that, Clava, what are you doing?
You mean Gleva?
Gilva, sorry. I don't know why I said
Gleva.
Gleva.
Yeah, Gleva. Come on, man.
Terrible with
I don't
spelling
know.
names. I apologize.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a store that you are in front of right now.
Okay, this is just a
This
store.
is the Taltos Trading Post.
I mean, I could always check it out, I guess. Ooh.
And you find yourself in an entryway with lots of storage crates. There's another set of doors in front of you.
Guess I open that up too.
Opening this up, you find an older woman and a younger man cleaning the shelves and stocking the shelves of a small store. The old woman looks up. Ah, hello there. Welcome to the Taltos Trading Post. If you're looking for anything, please let me or my son know. We'll be happy to help you.
Ah, hello. I was informed about like the books, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only people that have that is the Burgomaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So what's all being sold around here?
Oh, you know, we sell a variety of gear. We have rations and supplies, tools, whatever you are needing.
I see. Do you happen to know where the Burgomaster is at?
Yes, simply follow the road south and keep going until you see the large manor. That is where our Burgomaster resides.
Okay.
It should be right across from where the church is.
Okay. I understand. I will be I'll be on my way then. I have important things to ask about to the Burgomaster, so I will see you later. Maybe I will stop by on the way back.
We look forward to it. Thank you, my dear. Alright, so you're heading towards the Burgomaster's house. Maggie,
Yeah.
do you also want to head towards the Burgomaster's house?
I am, but there was that thing I realized that we gotta rewind a bit for.
Oh yeah, okay, we'll do that. Go ahead, rewind.
We never opened the locked chest of Leo Delisnia that we stole.
Oh, yes, that.
I stole his chest and coffer.
Yes, we were gonna have Azoth unlock that, because none of you guys that can unlock stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
we could retcon that. I unlocked that like well before like even we started.
Yeah, we were here.
Yeah, that,
So,
was, that
we
would
just,
have
like,
been, that would have been before you guys killed the Dusk Elves, too.
Yeah, we
Yep.
just like theater of the mind that's like Strahd and all of us are gathered in the study and we're trying to pop this shit open because I assume Strahd wants to know what's in them.
Yeah, okay, so, in the chest, is 1,000 gold,
Cool.
several patches and brooches depicting the Delisnia house sigil, and then a smaller coffer. Inside the smaller coffer, is a manual of clay golems.
A what?
A manual of clay golems.
I don't know what that is. Is that like a book on how to make like a homunculus and clay?
There's the link in the Discord for you.
Okay. Manual of clay golems.
And then in his chest was also another
Wow.
700 gold worth of gems, worth of assorted gemstones, 200 gold and gold coins, assorted jewelry worth 50 golds, and that's it.
All right,
So,
my lord.
bunch of gold and the manual really is all that matters.
My lord, I offer the treasures up to you for the sake of the land, although I request that I keep this book for my own personal.
Yeah, Strahd would confiscate the gold to put it back into the economy of Barovia.
Is he
The
any
manual is yours to keep. He just gives out
Cool.
for it.
I can't use this book, but I will absolutely hold it tight.
Why not?
I must have at least 2 5th level spell slots,
Ah. Well, the good thing is you're leveling up next at the end of this session.
which I don't think will give me enough, but maybe. I mean, you can hand wave this for the future at least.
What level are you guys right now? 7?
I believe so.
We are level 7, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to end with you guys at level 8.
Well, 8. Yeah, I'm not going to have the slots.
Darn.
Yeah, I won't be able to use this book until level 10, so I mean, I guess this is just like a time skip thing that you give me.
Yep. That's okay. That's something that might appear in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, anything else?
That's it. That's the only thing I remember us missing.
Alright, so the two of you are going to head to the Burgomaster's house. Is anyone else going to go to the Burgomaster's house?
I am, but I have to do one thing before I go there.
Alright, yeah, you need to talk to Zerum.
Yeah, I'm just going up to Zoro and be like, I acquired this from the barkeep, and I'm going to hand him the Journal of Gossip.
This will be good to look into.
I figured you or your agents could suss through it quicker than I for any good information.
I'll take a look and see who to assign.
I heard some disturbing information from the barkeep about a girl at the Burgomaster's house. I need to investigate it further.
Let me know if it needs my attention.
If it's what it sounds like, it's going to need all of our attention, but I'll scout it out first.
It's good to know.
With that, I'll head.
That's,
Go ahead.
yeah, it's disturbing, but good to know.
Actually, if you look at her, Havik, even like with his like frozen in time, like undead features, even he actually looks like a little distraught.
Or a little Strahd.
Ew. But with that, I'm gonna make my way at a very like irritated pace towards the Burgomaster's house.
Okay. Is everyone going to make their way to the Burgomaster's house?
I am taking
Yeah,
my
that's
sweet time waiting for Zurum, Cielo, and the Face Beard to catch up.
Yeah, if
So I will
everyone's
be
going, I may as well.
waiting patiently.
Okay. Yeah. Is everyone going?
Did Zoro meet his agent?
I have not
no.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, do I know where I'm going to be meeting them?
Yes, your agent is in the market.
Alright.
We should probably let you do that first.
Yeah.
It's on the
Can I
way.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I say I'm gonna meet with my man, and I'll meet you at the house. I'll
Sounds
catch up
good.
later. And I'll head down towards that.
Yeah, the market's not too busy right now. You see a couple of individuals, but you catch your man as he gives you a quick wink as he's kind of peddling his goods.
I'll walk up, munching on one of the turnips the man has given to me. And I'll take a look at his goods.
Yeah, you see he's selling a variety of tools and like rope stuff that you would use for like manual labor, scythes, rope, and whatnot. People who farm tools. Ah, my good man. I see you. Are you interested in any of these goods I have to sell?
They do appear to be of high quality.
Of course. They're made here, right here in Berez. Although a lot of the things are made here in Berez as well.
Oh, such as?
I saw this fair maiden in town the other day. She reminds me of a portrait I once saw hung up in a wondrous castle, hanging above a fireplace. Perhaps you've seen it. If you forgot, he's referring to the portrait of Tatiana that hangs above Strahd's fireplace in his study.
Yeah, I did catch on to that. I was just trying to figure out how to respond.
Sorry, I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Oh, I believe I do know the portrait you're referring to. Strange, though, because I'd heard the model for that had sadly passed.
Indeed, I heard the same thing. This woman is a very kind woman. She spends her free time going out to do charity work in this wondrous town. And some people have even spoken to her now and again. She says that she doesn't remember much before being adopted by the burgomaster. Her memory is faulty. Perhaps you know a healer that could help restore her memories.
Adopted by the burgomaster. That Zerv's eyes are gonna widen. Because I know where everyone else is going. So I've got an idea of what they're about to walk into, so I feel like I need to be there. And I'm gonna pick up one of the tools, just any random one, just pass him.
It's like 2 silver for one.
Yeah, just like whatever the equivalent would be. So perhaps I shall see to her myself.
She seems like quite a troubled girl. I hope you can help set her straight.
Yeah, and I'll give him a
Pleasure
nod.
doing business with you, sir.
My pleasure doing business with you as well.
And as he hands you the tool, he kind of leans in and he goes. He just gives you a nod.
I give him one as well. And we can go back to the group.
If you look closely on the tool that you bought, whatever tool you want to just flavor it as, you can see that there is a small, very small detail on the tool that you can see the sigil of the Von Zarevich sigil, which is a raven atop a castle in the distance.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Is everyone good to go to the burger? Does everyone want to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right. Let's hop on over. So you guys head down the road. It takes only several minutes, but eventually you make your way to the burgomaster's very large manor. It's quite exquisite. It reminds you of that time you met that one burgomaster.
I was about to say I'm getting flashbacks to a man crushed by gold.
Yes, you remember that man all too familiar, that who was quite greedy. Hopefully this burgomaster is not the same.
Before we enter, I've got some news for you. Apparently, the burgomaster has adopted a child. A child. And there's a striking resemblance to a certain red-headed woman from our past.
I heard the same for the barkeep, but I didn't want to spread undue panic. with the
Well,
news.
it's best that everyone knows this before we open those doors and see apparently the spitting image. This may simply be a coincidence, but
We saw her fall from a ledge. How could she possibly be alive?
Right, Bill?
Yeah, right, Bill?
Anyway,
I mean, how could we possibly be alive?
I'm a vampire for one.
Well, for one, maybe it's how the fog of the fog and how this area works now. Nothing comes in, or I should say, things can come in, but nothing can ever leave.
no matters arcane happened that night.
If it is her, what do we do?
Hmm.
You saw what her very presence does to our lord.
I mean, but wouldn't the Lord be so happy that he's given a second chance?
Is it a second chance? Or is it a second damnation?
I mean, I feel like that's subjective then. I feel like he would assume it's a second chance.
Yeah, so he also thought it was a good idea to feed her a love potion in the middle of a ballroom.
That I was not too aware of.
If he finds out and it's not from us, that will be seen as a great betrayal.
And at the same time, if we supply him a source of self-destruction, it will also be a great betrayal. I don't know what to do here.
For now, we must confirm whether this rumor is plausible and if there's anything more meaningful to it other than her simply perhaps bearing a resemblance.
I mean, of course, I wasn't around whenever, of course, this happened, but I feel like you're being a bit too pessimistic. I feel like, given the amount of time, I feel like lessons have been learned from now, or whatever was back then when you guys were around.
You fail to understand the levels of our Lord's obsession.
You almost saying that like you have some negative opinions there.
My loyalty to Strahd allows me to have opinions. But Zerm is right. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let us confirm before we panic.
Yes, but
Surely there's some kind of task I could perform once we find her.
how about this? I knock on the door, but a question before I knock on the door to ask is that like what would you do if it happened to be some strange arcane type thing of that it's actually some reincarnation, even though she wasn't an elf, right?
She was human.
That's strange.
Worthy of study all the same.
But what would you do, Haravik, if it was actually just some reincarnation?
That's for me to worry about.
Well, no, I feel like that's for all of us to worry about, especially our Lord.
To a position worthy of my questioning me before you start doing it, hmm?
I mean, you try to act like that you are above me when we're all the same.
We've all not been the same for a long time. Sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be.
Now, shouldn't we be moving on so we can resolve this?
I agree, and I'm going with a snap of my fingers. I'm going to have my face spirit teleport over to the door and knock.
I'm glad you didn't say your fire spirit when you said that.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
I charge my fire spirit straight
Hello,
into the building.
Burgermaster. Your house is on fire.
Good morning. I can cast Tidal Wave for the low price of 10 plat.
Oh, I thought it was cold.
And
Hello, Burgomaster. I'm having my face spirit that you have no understanding of knock at your door.
we gotta stack up. We're
Knock on
going
the
from
door.
Tatiana.
Eventually, the door unlocks and opens. Greetings. You see two servants inside the foyer.
Hello, we
are
are here.
Are you the ones sent by the Lord Strahd to come see his collection?
I kind of give a curtsy bow and say yes we are. As the face spirit shuts the door and leaves.
That was a misclick. I was trying to get it to teleport back to my side. So, like, they open the door to, like, a puff of smoke, and they just see Gleva looking back at
They
them.
see Gleva, they see Hravik, they see you with, like, a little fire spirit on your shoulder, they see Old Man Zerum, and they see Cilio, and also a face spirit.
Yeah, we got friendly grandpa in the party. Why do we not have Zerm open the door?
Oh, fuck, you're so right, actually.
Well, come on in, please. Let me take you to the Burgomaster. He's most excited to see you.
Well, that sounds positive and great.
Refreshments have already been prepared for you. As soon as you are seated and meeting with the Burgomaster, they will be brought up to you. Please, follow me, as he heads down the hall to the right.
I will follow to the right.
Sure.
Greetings, servant.
He gives you a bow. He does not say anything in return.
Gosh,
Do you possess a lavatory?
Oh, yes, sir. It is not far from here. Do you wish me to escort you there?
Please, I had a bit too much to drink at the tavern.
Every single time I see Hravik alone with an NPC, I honestly expect them to just kill them and eat them at this point.
Very well, sir. Please, follow me.
Oh, sorry, before you walk off, could you tell me which way the library is?
Oh,
The other one's late. Oh, never mind.
which one are you speaking to? You're talking about the one that's escorting Hravik to the bathroom? You're talking to the one that's taking you to the Burgomaster?
The one that is walking away with Hravik, like I'm trying to get their attention as they walk past.
So if you wish, the library is restricted to guests right now. If you wish to see the books, the Burgomaster will have them in the room, in the foyer, in the lounge.
Understood. Thank you. I'm going to turn and stack up with the rest of the party.
Alright, I'm just gonna take Hravik over here real quick. Alright, Hravik, follow this man here.
Okay.
He unlocks this door here. Follow him. It is on the other side of this door here, sir. I shall wait for you out here until you are done.
Thank you. Before he walks away.
I mean, he's just standing right here in the hallway.
No, before he tries to stand over there, I grab him and pull him into the lavatory.
Ah!
And I'm gonna bite him.
Okay, roll the bite.
Oh my god.
He's going to.
I
murder
was
too.
smiling so hard when you said that every time he's alone with someone, he murders them, because that's exactly what I was planning to do.
Yeah,
Oh my fucking god.
it's gonna look really weird if the.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a
Oh
hit.
my. No. If he grabbed them, wouldn't he have advantage then?
No,
The bite.
that's not how grappling
No.
works.
Okay.
But
I'm
yeah,
draining him.
You kill him. He had 4 hit points.
Yep, I'm draining
Oh my
him for
God.
information.
Fucking
What
snapped
you-
his neck with a bite.
What you find is that he works with this girl. You see her quite clearly. She does seem very similar to that of Tatiana. You see that him go throughout his work schedule. You see him do some unsavory things in this same bathroom, and then you see his events of coming to the door to help escort you.
So now that I've seen her with my own eyes, or I should say through his eyes, there's like no disputing that she looks exactly like Tatiana.
It's hard to say. You only saw it through a vision.
Okay. Alright, I'll leave his body.
Meanwhile, while that's happening,
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a dude gets murdered in the bathroom. What's up with you, Ryan, and like either murdering or assaulting people like when going
I'm
to the
not
bathroom?
playing a good guy, okay?
No. I mean, it's like Arthur did this like back in the.
Gallaglass did this.
Yeah.
Listen,
you
I mean,
have a
like,
streak
Arthur-
of
listen,
going like, I gotta take a piss, and
No,
then you
Arthur's
go
not
on-
my fault. Mr. DM over there said, I'm gonna have this servant camp this bathroom. Arthur's not getting away. There's gonna be someone outside the door all time. So I was like, I have to do something about it if I want to sneak.
Arthur like
I mean-
beat a maid with his bare hands, and then
Executing
beat a bunch
someone in
of
the
dogs.
bathroom is pretty smart, all things considered.
And as for
I played
Gallaglass,
Hitman.
listen,
Yeah.
and as for Gallaglass, I say it again, I was not playing a good person.
But yeah, you walk into this room, you see an elderly man dressed in very pompous, nobly attire. He stands up. He is somewhat overweight.
Oh, hello, my friends.
I am Laszlo Ulrich. Please have a seat. Refreshments will be out shortly.
This is the.
You can see a pile of
right?
books are on the table here.
Yeah, okay. I would assume this is Burgomaster then.
Greetings. Nice to meet you, sir.
Hello then.
And he sits back down. Go on, take your seats.
I prefer to stand.
Awkward to the end.
I thought the Lord of Barovia would be joining us tonight.
I don't I don't sit really. I kind of like almost lean and leer over the like this kind of like almost like chair here, just looking at him.
Okay.
The Lord is tied up at the moment. He will be. I believe it's he's a day out, give or take.
He'll be arriving this evening.
Oh, I know. I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm kind
I just couldn't remember if you forgot or something. My bad.
I believe
He's,
he'll be here within a day. I believe.
He's busy at the moment. There's a reason why that we're here and he's not here.
But yes, please, have a seat. Tell me about your travels. I
Well,
hope
it was
the village of Berez has been accommodating.
I had some fun with the locals. Gave one of them a better turnip crop for showing respect to the advisors of the Lord.
Okay, I'm using the wrong token for this guy. There we go.
So hopefully your people eat well for the time being.
Oh, most wonderful. Thank you, my dearest friend. If only we had druids like you working our fields, we would never go hungry.
Perhaps if I ever have a student, I'll send them here as a lesson.
Indeed. Please, my friend, why don't you take a seat? There's a seat open to you.
He points to the seat here.
As I said, I'm quite fine. I
Well, you're
prefer
standing
being
behind me. I can't see you.
Oh, I am.
Yes.
Oh, shit! I didn't.
If you stand over here, that'd be better. There you go.
My bad. I prefer to stay upright. My legs aren't very agreeable.
Oh, I understand that, sir. These knees of mine are starting to give out on me. If only I had some levitation magic. Oh, that would be nice.
But I can't do that quite yet.
And with that, he picks up. a
Well,
little-
speaking of magic, what about those books?
Oh, before we get to that, my friend, we must have some refreshments.
and he picks up a little bell on a handle and rattles it. After a couple of minutes go by, depending if you guys want to sit in silence, you are free to do so or not. The door over here opens up, and out steps a woman with long red hair and glasses.
She's got some marks on her neck.
Those aren't there.
Those aren't there?
Those are
Okay.
not there. This woman is nearly identical to Tatiana. If she did not have the glasses, she would be identical. In her hand is a tray consisting of a glass of a bottle of wine with several glasses and a small bowl with bread and salt. She comes over here, places it on the table there. Here you go, Father. I mean, my lord. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. You're dismissed. As he gives like his he waves his hand, and with that she gives a bow to you all and leaves the room and closes the door behind her.
So, who was that?
Burgermeister. Oh. I'm just gonna
Okay, well,
roll.
Who wants to ask the question?
Yeah, I kind of asked, like, so who was that?
That is my daughter, Marina. Adopted daughter, that is.
Do you know where she came from?
Do I have a wife? My good sir, I have had 3 wives prior. They have unfortunately gone from this realm. Passed to the great beyond. The Morning Lord has taken their graceful souls. None of them were fortunate enough to birth me a child. But I hope that my 4th wife will.
So is there anything special about, or any unique stories about, your, daughter?
My daughter? We're here to discuss books. Why bring this
I
up?
mean, I'm just,
As he pours himself a glass of wine.
I'm just curious, just trying to make small talk before we, jump to, of course, the business at hand.
As he sips from his wine. I grow my own wine here. Most wondrous. I stole it from a group of elderly people living on the other side of the hills here.
Well,
They're trying to set up an establishment of winery for themselves, but I decided to steal the recipe.
Well, that's very nice, but you are, like, changing the subject and avoiding the question I asked.
He puts his glass down.
Like,
Says the question.
you did say that she was, like, adopted. Did you happen to know maybe the previous parents or anything like that?
No. If you wish to know more about who found her, you can speak with Father Grigor. He's the one who found her. I simply took her in after he found her.
Okay, that's an interesting. That's interesting then. Well, I guess we shall discuss those books then.
Very well.
Burgermeister.
Yes. He
Forgive
seems almost
the-
annoyed now.
I understand that things are being rushed along a bit in good company. Forgive me though, I would like to check the drinks. It is our job to ensure safety for the Lord, after all.
He sighs. You think I would poison you or my lord within my own home?
Well, people have tried dumber.
He leans
Like-
back.
Like the thing of like that kind of like idea, like Leva kind of like just like kind of raise an eyebrow, kind of just has like this look of like not like that's really going to do like that much, because if it was poison, it might kill us or greatly harm us, and then next we would respawn.
He simply leans back and lets you do as you wish. As you're doing it though, he speaks up. Speaking of the Lord, if we're going to talk, I've heard the Lord is getting up there in his age. Has not been seen in public in some time now. He should be nearly 100 years old. Has he named an heir to succeed him?
I am a competent healer, at the very least. I've been doing quite well to keep him active in his old age.
Is that so?
I
My
almost.
father served in his army, you know.
Oh.
Oh really? Who was your father?
No one of much importance. Except
I
that he was a
mean, you
general. General
don't-
Petrov Ulrich.
Wasn't that the guy who owned Stone Step?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like my mind is saying like, was he at the wedding?
No, he was not.
Huh? He wasn't? Okay.
Yeah.
My
Is that
father
name
suffered a bout.
significant. to me?
Oh, sorry, I what you said?
I was gonna say, is that name significant to me at all?
Nope. That you recognize the name, but
Dude,
he wasn't
dude
a
is
general, though. He was like a lieutenant.
Not important.
Okay.
There we go. That makes sense then.
Yeah. As he says that, I raise an eyebrow, but I'm keeping it to myself for now.
He amassed a great fortune to afford this manor of ours.
Oh really? What was it? Was it from his dedicated service, or was it from other things such as like having a profitable business?
It's from pillaging and looting, of course. He was part of this conflict. The War of the Silver Spoons or something like that. I don't know. Something of some old homeland he would always go on about. He always went on about some old homeland that we would never be able to return to. Bah. This land is quite sufficient.
I believe that was the War of the Silver Knives, no? Looking to Zurum.
Sorry, I'm completely like blanked on like what to say.
No. This is perfect. It shows Zurum's age.
But yes, it was, yes. As other
Yeah.
was the War of the Silver Knives.
Yeah, I completely blanked because I was like, did I fight in that one?
Yeah, you did, you did.
Yes, you did. You did.
Yeah, you and Haravik fought in that one, and then the rest of the Tome characters showed up after that conflict. They showed up for the war with the Dusk Elves and then the war with Dostrin.
With that, I'm going to look back to the Burgermeister. Would you like me to send you some old history books?
Ugh,
Something for your own
history.
personal life?
Why worry about what was in the past when we can live for what we have now?
I hate this man.
As he breaks open some bread and eats it.
I hate this man.
Those old tomes will serve us nothing. We need to look towards the future for profit. And good trade, as he then picks up one of the books. Now, as he hands it over to you. I believe that you're here for business, yes?
Yes.
Now, if you would be so kind as to do as your lord commanded and validate the contents of these books. As he leans back in his chair after handing you the book.
Is it multiple books or just a single book?
There is like 10 books here.
I'll begin.
He then, you see him cross his legs as he picks up his glass of wine and begins to sip.
So first off,
We're gonna hand wave the books, don't worry.
I mean, the first thing I want to do was detect magic. Do the books seem immediately magical in any way?
Some of them radiate magic. One of them's a spell book.
Ooh, that's going to be the one I go for first. I'm going to snatch that one. So yeah, I'm going to just start working my way through these in short
Does anyone
order.
wish to help him?
I could.
Cielo would probably give a hand.
Yeah, as you
being
begin
magically
reading
capable.
Ravik, this is when you come back to the foyer.
It's more a question of like, does anyone else in the party have a formal magical education?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I have
Not
I have
formal.
I have proficiency in Arcana.
Okay, that works. I'm Mr. willing to hand wave Cielo having picked up stuff from me.
That's fine.
Cool.
I'm actually
Okay.
concerned. Be like, where did everyone go?
They're in the foyer, sir, to your right over there.
Thank you.
Wait. Where's Gaius?
We bugbears are kind of messy in the bathroom. He's cleaning up after me.
You see him gulp. Ooh. He like shivers.
Yeah. Also,
Honestly, you should have took a bite out of him.
Kravik's face is like freshly washed.
Oh. It's like, did you fail to towel off? Or
Laszlo here like almost spits his drink out as Hravik enters. Oh, excuse me. You scared me, sir.
I get that a lot.
I thought this was everybody.
I was in your
No.
lavatory.
I see. He looks down. We need another glass, then. He rings the bell, and after a moment, a woman steps out again with an extra glass and lays it on the table, gives a bow, and then quickly departs as she came. She seems a little sheepish.
Kravik's stunned face on his token is the same stunned face he has right now.
That woman looked identical to Tatiana. To you, Hravik.
Kravik like steps out as she's leaving, like watches her walk through the door.
My good bugbear man.
Something the matter, Hravik.
You seem like you've seen a ghost. Is there an issue?
Can I insight to see if that ghost comment was like facetious or not,
Go ahead.
or if it was just a turn of phrase?
Go ahead.
I'm fairly certain it was just the phrase of like, dude, you look like you've seen a ghost.
He seems. While his how genuine he is concerned is to be debated, he definitely was being serious about that. That was not like a double meaning. That was like, you seem shocked. Are you okay?
And like I said, besides the glasses, that almost looks exactly like her, right?
Right.
I looked at Magyar. You have to see the same that I do.
Magger's reading a book right now.
At this point, my nose kind of comes up from between the pages.
Huh?
No, it's I give you like a kind of how do I describe this? I make a face like I'm trying not to make a scene. I understand where you're coming from, Hravik. While my focus is elsewhere, I trying to process it just as much as you are.
What are you talking about?
Business of the Lord Strahd.
Is it not privy that I should know as well? This is my own home, after all.
It's not important to you.
Actually, another question. This is very important to me. Does she look any older?
No. She looks to be almost the exact same age she was when you last saw her.
Oh, that makes it even weirder.
Oh yeah, and I'm also going to pull like the retail classic. Forgive me, I don't want to overstep the orders of my lord. You can ask of yourself another time. The retail classic of I don't want to get fired.
I was gonna say, how would you like to advance your station in this country?
In terms of the burgomaster?
Yes.
What do you mean, sir?
You could win great favor with our lord if you presented that girl to him.
What, my daughter?
Of course. Is there another one around I should know about?
I'm not about to give my daughter's hand away. Besides, the Lord is on death's door. She would do nothing for him. Now, if he had an heir, perhaps, as he produces a smile.
As I said, the Lord is doing quite well.
I'm going to speak into the Burgomeister's head with my psychic abilities.
Okay.
Should the Lord pass away, and you were to marry your daughter to him, would you not become father-in-law to the widowed countess-to-be?
Whoa. Did you speak into my mind?
Oh, aren't you subtle? Waste of effort, apparently.
How is that possible? So at this point, you guys can hear a knock from down the hall. And you guys hear someone get let in. Ah, is that the Lord now? Most excellent. I've been most gracious to see him. I hope he travels better than... He looks over to Zerum. Some.
Wow.
Wow.
The door
I'm gonna
opens up,
just
and out
Raise my
steps
brow.
a young man, Vasily.
Oh,
von
hey, look who it is.
Holtz. You see the Burgomaster go from excitement to disappointment immediately.
Burgomaster, sir.
The man who enters the room gives us a bow to the Burgomaster, and Vasily von Holtz, messenger of Lord Strahd. I hope I can be of service to you. Yes, you can be of service to me by going to get your lord and bringing him here. I was
I'm
supposed to
gonna
talk
say-
to him directly.
With all due respect, Burgermeister, please understand your station and your position. We are here on behalf of the Lord doing his work.
I'm going to say one word in Vasily's mind. One word. And that's and this is risky for me to even do. But I'm going to say it. I'm just going to project the word into his mind of Tatiana.
The moment you say that, his neck snaps right to you immediately. He locks eyes. Like, his, somewhat casual personality he puts on with Vasily drops. And he simply walks by Magyar, walks by Clava. God damn it.
Cleva.
And grabbed you by the shoulder, Ravik, and pushes you up against the piano. And looks you dead in the eyes. You can see the blue pupils that he has fade to red for a moment as he looks you dead in the eyes.
I don't understand how. But every fiber of my being says that it's her.
Yeah, he's leaning close so you can whisper to him.
In the other room. The only difference is the glasses. But it's her. It chills me to my bone. It's so much hurt like her.
You see the
She-
red pupils turn back to blue. You see a smile come across his face as he turns back to the Burgomaster. Apologies, Burgomaster. Ravik here owed me some money. I wanted to remind him that he should pay up his debt. Right, Ravik, as he pats you on the shoulder.
I'm a terrible
Actually-
gambler.
Yes,
Actually,
you are, my friend.
Actually, I come to think about considering that we have another person add in here. Wouldn't it be appropriate for of course, another glass and maybe whatever else in terms of a
Yeah,
whatever
sure,
leftover
you're
bread you
right.
have?
As he goes to pick up the bell. No. I'm fine. I drank before coming here, and I've already eaten. Please, let us get to work. The sooner we can get this chronicling done, the sooner we can go about our nights. Yes? And with that, Vasily takes the seat here and takes one of the books. I might not look like it, my dear Burgomaster, but I am quite literate when it comes to magical arts. And with that, he puts his leg up on his knee and cracks open one of the books. And with that, we're going to sort of fast forward over this into nighttime. It takes a couple hours to get through all these books, but eventually, as the sun sets, you guys are finally finished. Ah, seems like we have finally finished. It's about time. Thank you, Vasily, for your assistance. Lord Magyar. Sir Magyar. Sir Vasily. I appreciate your help. Did anyone else help besides those two?
You're on.
I mean-
Cielo helped with some of the books.
I mean,
and everything.
I could as well. I have a +4 to Arcana, so.
Miss,
Kravik has
Miss
not
Cielo
moved from
and Miss Gleba, I appreciate your assistance as well.
Kravik has not moved from the spot that Strahd left him in the entire time.
What a good dog.
With that, Vasily picks up the books, reaches into his pouch, and hands it to the Burgomaster. Your payment, sir, as promised. Excellent. He looks inside. Oof, thank you, my lord, thank you. And with that, Vasily comes over to Hravik. Come, Hravik. Let us. I have already got us rooms at the nearby at the inn. I owe you a drink, and after we have a drink, how about you pay me back?
It is about time, I would say.
The rest of you, why don't you tag along? Drinks are on me.
I'm not really one for liquor, but I will join.
Neither am I. I'm not too much of a fan of booze.
Well, what matters is high spirits with company. We're all friends here. Besides, we've overstayed our time here with the Burgomaster. I'm pretty sure he is ready to get some sleep. And with that, Vasily will take you all out with him and lead you away from the manor. Does anyone have anything to say once you are clear of the manor?
I think I've already said enough.
I think, like at least with me, I would like to try and see if I could establish a opportunity to try to talk to Vasily, or should I say Strahd, like by himself, because of course Gleba doesn't know the full story with Tatiana, and she she is kind of a bit what's it called? She is a bit curious about, like, of course, the whole thing about like why, like, Hravik was basically kind of going on saying like it was kind of like either a like what was Hravik saying about this second coming of Tatiana maybe being like a curse or whatever.
That's
Like what was the language that you were using for that?
I more called it an obsession.
An obsession? Okay.
So are you saying that you're snitching on me, Strahd?
Maybe.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you can say
Well,
that Vasily falls behind everybody, and you can speak with him privately for a moment.
Okay. Yes,
Yes, my dear. Is there something? He has not dropped the personality. He is still acting.
yeah,
like Vasily.
he hasn't dropped the personality.
My dear, is there something that you are needed?
Well, it's a bit more of a message for our lord here. Of course, I wasn't around whenever of course Tatiana was around, and I'm a bit more I guess worried, considering that Hravik was busy classifying as a obsession and talked about a story involving a love potion decades back.
You see him place his hands behind his back, and you can see one of his hands is clenched into a fist. Go on, my dear.
Of course, I'm not too, I don't really know, like, the exact details of their appearance, but Hravik appeared to look like he had seen someone extremely familiar to him, or someone that, you know, as the expression goes, as he saw a ghost. So I don't know, like, what that would mean. I know, of course, elves, of course, you know, sometimes their souls reincarnate after so and so long, but as far as what I heard, that Tatiana was human, I don't know what that means, and I know they didn't, I know some of them didn't want to, I guess, like the idea of that maybe this is a second chance, or a second coming. I don't really know what to really make of it. Maybe you could pass that message on.
I will, dear. And he looks forward for a moment as you see him. You can see his fist kind of flexing and clenching behind him. In due time, I'm sure the Lord will explain the situation. But for now, let us trust in him.
Okay, I
These
gladly
rumors
will.
are possibly just rumors.
Mm-hmm.
They need to
Yes,
be
I was.
confirmed first.
Hmm.
And with that, he notices the group. He looks to
I
you.
guess so.
It's actually at this point that I need to go attend to some business. Make sure that the boys get to their rooms okay. I will join up
Okay,
with you all
then.
later.
I will make sure of that.
And with that, he gives you a bow and walks into the woods before disappearing from sight.
I also give a very proper bow and decide to catch up with the rest of the group.
All right.
I wanted to talk to Havoc about something.
Okay,
quickly.
go ahead.
This Burgomaster's a leech. Our surveillance of him should be increased. The second he believes disloyalty will benefit him in some way, he'll snatch it. That's the impression I get from him anyway.
Havoc,
Yes.
did you catch that?
I didn't realize about the conversation. I apologize.
Azov was talking
Okay,
directly
yeah.
to you.
I thought that was just Vasily. My bad.
Yeah.
No, Vasily has
No,
departed.
yeah, that was to you.
He said that he finds the Burgomaster selfish and power hungry, that he should be surveyed, and the moment he steps out of line, he needs to be taken care of.
I disagree.
If I'm getting that right, Azov, please correct me if I'm wrong.
I turn
yeah.
and I look Zurum in the eyes and I say, "Did you see the way he was commanding her around with a bell? He's not going to survive the night. We don't have to do anything."
Well, then we'd certainly be looking for You'd best be looking for recommendations for a replacement.
Indeed.
And as you say that, we're going to cut away from this group as we find ourselves watching over Marina Ulrich resting peacefully in her bed. From the shadow in the corner of the room, Strahd von Zarevich rises as if separating himself from the night and shifts into a beacon of moonlight. He stares at Marina with a kindness not seen in his eyes for almost half a century. Tatiana. The young woman sits up in her bed, a haze swirls in her eyes, and she returns his longing stare. Strahd then sits with her through the night, covering his presence with his charm. He reminds her in excruciating detail of his version of her past life, a life they shared, and he ends the conversation by sinking his teeth into her neck and laying her to rest just before sunrise. And with that, we are going to end the session here, because we have gone a little bit later than I expected.
Oh, we still have one thing to do.
We will wrap up this chapter next time and start the finale. This chapter is on the verge, but it's already midnight, and I don't want to hold more people over than we have already gone.
Okay.
We have one more thing to do.
So, what are you gonna do about that level then?
You guys are free to level up whenever you see fit.
Okay. So it's probably best to do that now then, so that
Just
that
have it
then
ready.
more-
Have it ready before next session.
Yeah, before the next tome.
Yeah, we are leveling up tome characters, not actual characters.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have any concluding thoughts they want to add?
Concluding thoughts? I
Or
really
say yes, whatever you want to do.
I really enjoyed the roleplay I was able to put out with what like I wanted to do with Gleva, and also I had some good stuff with Kat. So,
Do you want to do the conflict roleplay tonight, or do you want to wait till next time to do it?
The what?
The thing we've been talking about, because like we've been very much saying that me and Magyar are going to
going to jump me.
basically, yeah. I can't think of a better way to put it.
I guess we'll say that for next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you should think of a good opportunity to try and do so.
Just fucking like Hazer in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Well,
try to find a good opportunity to do so instead of.
It's gonna be interesting with what you just did, because now it's gonna be a matter of, I was mostly doing this to support Magyar, but depending on the timing of this and what Strahd does to me, it might turn into us both having a personal reason for it. So that'll be interesting to see next session.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like the thing with me is that I don't want to know. I want to see if you guys catch me off guard and if you guys can find like a good opportunity.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how it's gonna happen. This is player on player conflict, so we need your consent to even do it.
Oh, I mean, this character's immortal. Like for the time, unless you guys like reconsecrate the ground, then unconsecrate it. so that then Magyar has 2 stacks of like whatever god power comes in here, and then kill me. Then we
just take all your shit and hide it.
I doubt that's really going to happen like that. And you also don't know how the combat encounter is really going to go.
Yeah, I'm saying you just reincarnate. You just find a note saying, "Welcome to the Curse of Strahd scavenger hunt." That'd be fucked up.
All right. Ed, A, Azoth, do you have anything else you guys want to add in before we end the session?
I'm good.
Okay.
Pretty good
Yeah,
session.
All right.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
fine.